There we go.
Yep,
We
there we
have
got
audio.
sound. Yeah, we have audio.
Hey! Let me make sure that this gain is down just enough so that I don't peak it again.
Now,
5 o'clock. Here we go.
somebody out there in Chatland needs to say, we can see and hear you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Well, so they can see us. Hey, everybody. The costumes are amazing. Awesome. There we go.
That's, hey, like that.
Are we heard? Good. Are we heard? As the next big question.
Yes.
I'm seeing audio on the computer. Not getting confirmation on that yet. All right. Sounds good. Awesome. There we go. There we
ready to go.
Hey, everybody. Happy Halloween. Did you want to wait, let's give it a couple minutes and let some more people catch up so we don't get too far ahead?
We can.
4 minutes.
If you would like to.
Yeah. How we doing today?
Thank you, everybody who is here already and waiting. I'm amazed at this chat.
27.
Nice.
27 people in. Can hear you, but quiet. All right, let's turn this up just a little bit. No. I do not have an extra arm. I am pre-arm loss, Shanks. I am pre-arm loss, Shanks. Hence the hat. Sound is quite low. Good to know.
All right.
Turn this up just a little bit. Hopefully that is going to help.
Should we pull the mic in just a little bit?
I'm going to first adjust with the gain in this. All right. Yeah, volume is maxed on the software. This is why I wanted to wait a little bit. 33 already. It's been a minute. So let's see if that improves the audio. This is always my bug. Always my bug, even when I'm streaming on my own. It's audio. It's always audio.
We know a computer guy. We've got to get him down here to start doing this.
He hates audio. He hates audio.
People.
Way better.
There we go. All right, good.
I'm hearing.
All right.
That's what I'm hearing.
All
way
right.
better. Volume great now. Awesome. Yes.
Very good. I hope everybody's having a happy Halloween.
I think, let's see, at 5:05 on our computer, we'll really get into it. Let some more people in.
We're going to hit it.
Yeah,
right.
So 3 minutes. 3 minutes. How we doing, everybody? How we doing?
Send your questions in. Send them in early.
Oh, they're loving the GARP suit. That's
Why,
what
thank
I'm
you.
seeing in the chat.
Thank you. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I will get the turquoise tie. I
good.
promise. I will upgrade my GARP suit.
You're so worried about getting it all correct.
I was concerned about getting the GARP suit correct, and I couldn't get it done quite as well as I wanted to. But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
Well,
I didn't realize until I looked it up to figure out the scar pattern and color in that Shanks isn't wearing a pirate shirt. He's just wearing a white button-up. I could have just thrown on a white button-up.
Yes,
but
he is, isn't he?
Who cares?
Yeah. So the big question is, if we actually do this idea that you have and actually do this in public, do we tell everybody ahead of time where we're going to be?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
All right.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That'll be good.
100%. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
There might
47. We shot up.
There might be
10.
more of this.
Jeez. Oh yeah, there's going to be more of this. Yes.
I absolutely cannot see any of the words on the screen. At
That's
some
true.
point, I'm
That's
going
true.
to destroy the costume and put my glasses on. Did you see in the comments just a couple? I noticed it yesterday. Someone was watching one of our early One Piece videos, and it was a comment about me holding up the glasses and looking through the scope, and the person wrote a comment that was like, "The scope, Dad's got the scope. If you know, you know." Because I think I spent that entire video looking through the bifocals.
That would have probably been what? Breathtaking World of One Piece?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And I had to watch the whole thing with my head tilted.
5:05. So we will get started here. So just to let everyone know, you are not late. You are not late. we were waiting till 5:05. So the plan for tonight is to do this like we would a video, and then on Thriller Bark, and then after we've wrapped up the discussion, that's when we will be taking the chat.
The comments?
The questions, the comments, we'll be talking with you guys directly as soon as the discussion is over. Otherwise, I'm going to get so distracted.
Are you going to get so? Because I say, if there's good comments on there, or good
there's
questions,
good.
we might as well.
I'll keep an eye out as we go.
All right, there we go.
Might do a few here and there. We'll see. But and starting off with, apparently the costumes are a hit.
Well, I'm glad. Thank you. Mama Peaches was worried about Garp, so and I know she's watching, and I'm glad everybody's happy with it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Papa Garp.
Papa Garp. Papa Garp is better than the other.
Oh, and there's Roger, as he promised he would be. So that one right there. Roger, he's the one who's been terrorizing Jonah when Jonah and I have been streaming games.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You keep it up, Roger. I appreciate it. I gotta remember the camera's right there.
Yeah, I know.
I know. It's so distracting when you have the live picture.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Pork Chops, Rice, and Peaches.
I'm Shanks.
I'm the One Piece world according to Garp, where Luffy is as Luffy does. There's my intro.
There you go.
Which I thought was really so appropriate when you think of the original comment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thriller Bark.
Thriller Bark.
Somebody mentioned it in the comments already. There was not a moment.
Oh yeah, well, this is not a premiere, by the way. This is an actual live stream, we are seeing this.
Yes.
We are seeing the responses this time.
There was never a point where I picked up Thriller Bark where I did not have Michael Jackson's song running. I almost wrote, just in my head. I was free rent in my head. I almost wrote a parody to it.
Yeah.
And I was going to sing it. I was going to debut it. And then I just didn't have time to do it because life has been crazy. But, oh, hey.
Oh, you can see now.
The world is in focus.
Oh.
Oh, nice costume.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. All right, Thriller Bark. I'll be honest with you. I did not have high hopes for this.
You did not? Okay.
And it was okay.
Okay.
There were some parts that I really liked and really enjoyed.
Uh-huh.
And I just,
I think coming off of Enies Lobby,
just about anything would be
there's a lot of things that would be a letdown after
Enies Lobby.
Yeah.
Right? So, but I'll tell you what wasn't a letdown. And,
okay.
it all has to do, and I still haven't found the comment. I'm digging and digging and digging. I still haven't found it. The gentleman from Japan who really started talking with me in the comments section of one of our videos about animation. And I mentioned this once before, an animation first.
Yes.
And so I really, truly paid attention to the animation in this. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed it. I think more than any other arc we've been in.
Okay.
Because I'm finally truly aware of it.
The fluidity between panels, the motion, the choreography of what the characters are doing.
Well, so
kind of.
Let me see if I can. I will just flip to the back of the notes and let me find the page. This one right here. Okay, so
72 viewers in here so far.
So take a look at that.
Answering all your questions.
That picture right there. That's about as far as my arm can go. All right. And if you take a look at this, that is
Kuma with Vegapunk in the background.
With Vegapunk in the background. So the first time I read that, I don't think I really appreciated the artwork in the picture. Mm-hmm. And then this morning I was looking at this as I was compiling the second half of my notes, and I took a look at it, and I just started diving into the intricacies of the background. So much of it is covered by the panels of the conversation.
Yeah.
But there's so much more of this that I'm noticing now. The amount of work that goes into it, because I'm starting to approach this manga as animation, as artwork first, story second. Artwork first, text second.
Okay. All right.
Instead of the
text first,
artwork second,
yeah.
because I think I've missed so much.
Okay.
So that's one of the things that I liked about this. I told you ahead of time, and I think everybody knows, I am not a fan of zombies at all. I hate just about everything zombie. And the reason why I knew that this one wasn't going to bother me was because it's Oda and its silliness. And so how scary can the zombies be if that's our introduction to Luffy in the beginning, that big goofy smiling face saying, I want to go explore the island that Brook just told us not to go on. Right?
Oh yeah. I will say the artwork is such a shift, because he did put some effort into like I loosely use the term horror aspect of it, especially when they're first on the island.
Yes.
Where he's using like scary imagery, scary angles, the shading, the lighting. Like it was like a completely different style for a few chapters. And it was so funny just watching Luffy sit next to all these things that are very much trying to be drawn more in that style, and it was really amusing. He did a good job with it in the first few chapters, because I was like, "Oh, this is really, really good artwork." I was reminded it's almost a departure, almost. But it felt, you know what it reminded me of?
What?
It felt like when we did Nightmare Before Christmas last year. Like
I can see that. Yeah,
I was
very
very like, oh, this looks very Nightmare Before Christmas in some of these shots. It was really funny.
Yeah, I can see that actually.
Yeah.
I knew that I could get past the zombie part when we had Luffy versus the three-headed dog, which was it was just hysterical.
Erebus? Yeah.
Yes, Erebus. Yeah. It was just hysterical. You know, this dog grabs him and bites him and thrashes him around, and he's rubber. It really doesn't matter. And he tames the dog right away. And I said, yeah, okay, this one's going to be easy.
I think the other one is when the zombies come out of the ground, and Luffy's just, push back into the ground.
Yes.
And pushes him back into the ground. I think it's still one of my favorite panels in the manga.
So, this whole thing opens up with the crew. First of all, they're enjoying the Thousand Sunny, and I will say this, that the exploration of the Thousand Sunny at the beginning of this arc was just really fun.
Yes,
and highlighted by the end of the chapter artwork like this, where we had pages and pages where it's just showing all the different sections of the boat and where everything is across sections and all it was just fun to learn and then appreciate everything that Frankie put into because you first have to look at it through the lens of everything that Frankie developed, and then you have to look at it through the lens of everything Oda developed. Okay, and
how much thought he put into it. Like, it's not something you think about when you're thinking about, like, if you're in a movie, you have to think about continuity between rooms.
Right.
If you're filming in a house.
Yes.
And like your set, if you're working on a set that isn't a real house, you have to build the set. 2 rooms of the house might be a mile apart on a studio lot.
Right.
But you have to think about the continuity from one room to another. He has to do that and draw it.
Yes, he does.
He has to, not only with a ship, he has to do it with every location, every building, every house. Can
you imagine, is there a wall in his art studio that's just got those pencil sketches putting everything in place?
Or a folder or something.
Yeah,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Sheets spread out on the table?
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it.
So we get a barrel floating in the ocean with a sign on it that says treasure, and it might as well have read, "Hey, dumbass."
Yeah. And bright neon lights. Trap here.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so they're going into the Demon Triangle, a place where ships disappear into darkness forever. But at the end, we find out it only had been that way for about 10 years. I don't know.
Or like every 10 years it clears up.
Yeah, something like that.
Florian Triangle or something like that.
So they board the ghost ship. They find Brook.
So what do you think of Brooke? Let's start with this.
Brooke.
I'm sure there's going to be quite a few questions about this. What do you think of Brooke?
Basically, I like Brooke's character.
Okay.
I like this idea of the humming swordsman. I like the gentleman pirate. I love the bad jokes. I just,
You love all the bad puns.
I love the bad puns.
I was wondering.
Just do. I love the bad puns. Mama Peaches is at home rolling her eyes right now because on our very first date, early in the morning, we're sitting over breakfast after she has flown about 24 hours to get to Chicago Midway. I pick her up at the airport. I take her out for breakfast, and I cracked a really bad joke, and she looked at me across the table with a completely blank face, and she says, "Oh, a pun. I hate puns." And I thought to myself, oh, we're not going to make it. I mean, that was early in our first date. And, so it's been 29 years. She puts up with it now. Mostly she just ignores them.
But every other line out of Brooke is a joke.
Well,
about,
it is.
I can't believe my eyeballs, except I don't have eyeballs.
Well, okay, but those jokes start right away.
Oh yeah,
because it's
off the bat.
All eyes for beauties like you, but as a skeleton, I have no eyes, and then they just go from there incessantly.
It just keeps going.
Yeah, I love that about him.
Especially juxtaposed to how he was introduced, because they float past his ship, and he's just sitting there. With a cup of tea, and it's drawn like it's drawn serious. It's drawn straight. It's drawn to be like intended to be like super scary. Like it's meant to be like chilling when you first see it, and then you meet him, and he's just the goofiest character.
And then what's his next question?
May I see your panties?
Yeah, may I see your panties? If we get that running gag that starts,
that's never going to end.
And then
oh my, 93 viewers.
Luffy, who just doubles down on the silliness. His first question:
do you poop?
Do you poop? I thought to myself, okay, I hope this doesn't go on super long, but I mean, it's just the absolute silliness of this thing goes one for the other. So we get introduced to Brooke. We get all of that humor. We get all of that lighthearted stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think probably the difficulty when I got to the Brooke Laboon storyline, and when I found out that it was his crew, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, I will tell everybody, and if you don't remember, or if you do, I went back to our video where we talked about Laboon.
Yeah.
And I went back to the scene where we talked about who was the crew that visited him, and I was convinced it was Goldie Rogers' crew.
You were convinced.
I was convinced, and I was sitting right here looking at you, going, "Oh, and I was watching his reaction as he knew I was complete. I could not have missed it any bigger. Talk about a swing and a miss.
To be fair,
yeah.
How long has Brooke been there? How long did he say?
5 years. No? I thought it was...
How long has he been adrift?
Oh, how long has he been... Ooh, I don't remember.
A while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Like 50 years.
Oh, has he been adrift 50 years?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe I misread that. It's a long time.
Oh, no, he was without a shadow for like 5 years.
Oh, it was without the shadow for 5 years.
Talk about that.
Adrift
50 years.
Yeah.
50 years.
That's a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but that makes the funeral for his crew that much more poignant.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So for me, Thriller Bark ended in the,
everyone. Yeah. 50 years.
For me, Thriller Bark ended the chapter before the funeral for his crew.
Mm-hmm.
And as I watched and as I reread that section this morning and I was thinking about it, I realized why it didn't connect with me. Why it didn't, and it's because he's a skeleton.
Mm-hmm.
It is because he's lacking so much of humanity in terms of the visual representation.
Hold on. Thank you, Mo Disty, for the 3. Appreciate you so much. Thank you so much.
I will never get used to that. I don't even know what to say other than thank you. That is incredible. Yeah, I know.
Your
And
mind
I
got
just,
blown, just-
yeah, my mind gets blown by that. Yeah, completely. Every time. So it didn't hit, and when you look at the artwork of him as a human, and you see that his facial features and his facial structures so closely resemble the skeleton face, it was really difficult. And one panel is Skeleton Brook, and one panel is
Human Brook.
Human Brook, and and they go understanding that Skeleton Brook is still a human. It's a human skeleton. It's I don't know. It didn't have the same punch as Nami's pain or Usopp's pain or Robin's pain. Although it's the same concept.
It is.
He says, "I'm grateful to be alive."
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
But
it's a different type, though. It's a different... I mean, it's a different reason. Because he was forcefully alone.
yes.
But in a manner of... They don't show how his crew died. Like, they don't show the attack. And that's what I mean by... They don't show the attack. It was just the life of a pirate. And that makes it almost kind of worse, just because it wasn't like a big threat that took them down. It wasn't like a plague or a dangerous island. It was just a random sea battle where the opponent used poisoned weapons.
Yes.
And they had no choice. And
as he's playing Binks Brew, and as the memories are flowing, this is the moment I'm going to get choked up.
Yes.
Now, right? You see
when the cameras roll.
Yeah, when the cameras roll, you see the arrows sticking out of his crewmates as they're standing there singing. I mean, he's got to finally give himself the opportunity to publicly mourn.
Yes.
Because it follows by... So idiot Luffy invites him to join the crew immediately. But Brook doesn't decide to join the crew until he's in...
He doesn't fully.
Yeah.
Because initially he's like, oh yeah, I would totally would. But
sure,
then but in back of the mind, obviously, he's like, okay, I can't. But
he's got other things to do.
Yes.
It's there at the end of that entire sequence, right?
Yes.
And so I can recognize the humanity of him. I'm going to enjoy the character.
Yes.
I think he's
a fun character.
He's
warped
great. Class is what it is.
I will say, him and Frankie, that's like the ultimate bro team up, right?
Really?
That's fun to watch.
Oh, I look forward to that. They
are fun to watch.
Okay.
Play off each other. That is one of my favorite pairings of the Straw Hats as buddy team up. And there's a whole sequence in a much later arc where they're just together. And they're total badasses in a situation.
Okay.
It's so cool.
So
everyone knows what I'm talking about. But
Brook sitting on the ground next to Zoro, and that's a
fun relationship
where Zoro's just looking at him, going, this crew can be a handful, and Brook is like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah.
So welcome member of the crew. Again,
and the musician that Luffy has wanted since the beginning.
And apparently a good one. So
apparently a great one. Yes.
So so I like Brook. Good addition to the crew.
One note I will say, this is unironically a backstory that I think, in my opinion, and this is my opinion, I think it works better in the anime because Brook's a musician. The song is Binks Sake, or Binks' Brew.
Okay.
Binks Sake, and you don't get the sound of the music in reading it.
No, you don't.
But hearing it and hearing them sing and die as they're singing is a whole lot more heartbreaking.
Yeah, that would be.
And I don't want to play the scene for you, but I do want to play the actual song in Japanese because it's great.
Okay.
It's fantastic.
I wondered about that, and I wondered if it had been made.
And I will also say this now, the scene with the literal spider monkey.
Right.
I love that. The literal spider monkey. When he shows up.
Yes.
He's singing before he slices the spider monkey. Both, and this is one of the rare instances where I will say both the Japanese and English killed it.
Really?
Oh, it's chilling because he's just slowly singing Pink Sake as he approaches, and the spider monkey's freaking out, like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's amazing.
Oh, we've got to watch that.
I think we're going to watch that later.
Okay, we got to watch that. That's cool. So, yeah, I like him. And he comes in and out of all the action of the story at critical moments, and he's always working on behalf of the Straw Hats. Mm-hmm. So, that whole, I'll join the crew, but he's still got other things to do, but he's still going to join the crew, and then...
You know how you've always talked about Sanji being the guy that can kind of go off on his own and figure stuff out, like he's capable? Brook is another one of those.
I believe it. Yeah,
Brook is very
I can
much
see that.
the type, and you'll love when he does.
Well,
it's so much fun.
It's expected that he can do it here because he has previous experience at Thriller Bark that nobody else has. So...
Oh, geez. 114 people in this chat. Thank you guys so much. Welcome.
Thanks for coming and spending some time with us on this Halloween evening. So, Brook. Let's see. My notes on Brook. Ate the revived devil fruit, died, wandered the earth for a year in search of his body, found it. Tells Zoro that his hair is due to very strong follicles.
Yep.
I love that line.
Very strong roots.
Yeah. And Brook does a great job of just providing exposition for Thriller Bark.
Yes.
Right. Somebody's got to.
Yes.
Brook does it. Almost like a narrator. We learned that his shadow was stolen from him. How'd you think my afro felt?
So hot.
The afro. I roasted in the afro. He cannot be in sunlight or will disintegrate, cannot be photographed, does not appear in mirrors, lives in a fog in the midst of a Florian triangle.
Hey, Megan and Ben. Hey,
we get
Ben,
all
how's it
that,
going?
right? That's great. Interesting. Right away, Luffy meets Brook and then says...
Real quick, that, Megan and Ben...
Hi, Megan and Ben.
Ben wrote our channel theme. And
Ben!
That's Ben. That's Ben.
Thank you for writing that channel theme for us, Ben. We love that.
Thank you, Ben.
We do.
And hi, Megan, if you're there.
Hey, Megan. Luffy immediately promises Brook he's going to get his shadow back. Yeah. First thing he does. I will get that back for you.
Oh, yeah. Luffy wanted him. He was like, wait, this is a walking, talking skeleton. Again, it's kind of like with Chopper. Luffy is just like, no, I want this on my ship. This is coming on my ship. I'm not taking no for an answer. That is sailing with us. Oh, and he's a musician. Perfect. I wanted a musician.
Okay, so honestly, what I want to find out and what I'm really, really waiting for is after he gets his 10 crew members, does he get a bird? That's the thing.
A bird? You want him to get a bird?
I want to get the bird. Well, because he says on the boat in the live action, in a bird. Even a blind reader can see the train wreck that is coming. I mean, this early in in the story. So we get introduced to the rotating dock system. We get introduced to the Mini Mary, which was just an absolute amazing touch. I love the Mini Mary.
I love Mini Mary.
So I think Thriller Bark had to be fun for Oda to draw. I think it just gave him a chance to just play. The whole concept of Hogback being able to combine anything together.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Hogback himself was really hard to look at. That was just a creepy character.
I've met people shaped like that. That occurred to me as I was reading. I've just
pointy teeth?
No, chicken legs.
Oh, yeah.
And I've met with the body ratio specifically. It was the body ratio. And I had a drill sergeant who was shaped like that. I'm not even joking.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A lot of people likened it to Scooby-Doo. I just saw that.
Yeah, actually, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, I can see that. All right. I paid very close attention to the chapter art through all of the volumes because we were following Eneru's moon adventure. And that moon adventure was just fun.
Isn't it?
It was just fun.
It's so much fun.
So that was pretty good. And then I don't know how it is in the individual books if you buy chapter by chapter. Mm-hmm. But at the beginning, on the inside, I guess what we would consider the title page, the back side, right? There's always a small panel in the lower right-hand corner that is one clip from the preceding chapter.
Yeah.
And then the first one was the ghost pulling Luffy's cheeks. You know, that one.
Absolutely,
so I look for those. It's right down. Show it.
it.
It's right down there.
Stretch. There it is. It focused now.
There we go. So I love stuff like that. You know, I'm still looking at every single page of the volume as I'm reading it because there's so much in there.
Yeah.
Right. So Nami, Chopper, Usopp make a pretty good fighting team.
They do.
They dive off into the island. They go. They have to rely on themselves. I already checked off the three-headed
Well, you're doing
dog.
that. For everyone who has joined us in the past 30 minutes, we are going to do the first part of this live stream like a normal video, and then I promise we will be taking all questions once Dad is kind of through. So we'll be doing some your questions on his thoughts. That if we miss it, we're going to. Is it the sound not in sync? Uh-oh.
We have a sound problem?
Do we have another sound problem? Or no? I hope not.
We got that little green bar on our end.
Hogback is Danny DeVito as the Penguin wearing Tim Curry's Frankenfurter's.
Oh, that's perfect.
Okay, that's good.
That's good.
That's good.
That is really good.
That is really
yes.
good. It's in sync for... Roger says it's in sync for him.
Okay.
So maybe it is just...
All right. It could be somebody else's feed.
I don't know.
All right. Who is the legendary samurai zombie who immediately asks Nami if he can see her underwear?
Okay,
That's just a creepy repeating gag.
So, that is Ryuma.
That was Ryuma.
That was
okay.
Ryuma.
All right.
That's the one that Zoro fights.
Right.
And he had Brooks' shadow, which is why he asked that question.
I never made that connection. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
They
that
put
makes sense.
Brooks' shadow, and now Ryuma, I'm going to do a fun tangent for you here.
Okay.
Ryuma is a character from a one-shot manga that Oda drew once called Monsters. Which is canon to One Piece because Ryuma is in One Piece.
Okay.
And one day we will probably
read.
There's a collection of his early work
called
Wanted. It was one of the first ones he did was called Wanted. It was a cowboy manga.
Okay.
And there's a collection, and it has Wanted, it has Monsters, and it has, I believe, one of the early One Piece prototypes called Romance Dawn.
Okay, I've heard of that one before.
So
I think we've talked about that. All right.
I'm gonna do that. Eventually, we will do that.
So there's a particular panel that I copied in here, and one of the things that I've noticed now, I read whatever the volumes are that I buy off of Amazon, but when I'm prepping to do this, I use an online version, and the translations are different.
Yes.
And so in this go through in Thriller Bark, I found a lot of the online versions translations better. And here's one, because I was introduced to the word nakama early on.
Yeah.
But I never find it in my translation.
Yeah.
And it's because it's not in it.
Yeah.
Because they use the word crew instead. So Luffy's warned the crew will disappear one by one, that he'll regret coming to the island. My translation doesn't use nakama. I wish it did, because he says, if anything happens to one of my nakama, I'll blow you off this island.
Yep.
And I thought, well, on my second go through, this is foreshadowing exactly what's going to happen at the end of this story. He pretty much destroys the island. Yeah. If not him, his shadow stuffed inside of oars, which was, oh my God, was that funny? That was just hysterical.
Yeah, there's a lot of comedy in this arc.
Well, yeah, there was, and it was so much fun. And because it's Thriller Bark and I really didn't take it seriously, it was so much easier to enjoy all of the obvious comedy as we were going through. What funny. Was with Nami's $ eyes?
She keeps saying treasure. Oda takes a lot of... So, it's funny someone brought up Scooby-Doo in a comment. The more I read this, the more I'm realizing Oda took a lot of inspiration from cartoons.
Okay.
When doing this. There's a lot of stuff in this that is almost an homage to cartoons. Like that, she's constantly pulling out a notebook to
Right.
draw on, and it's like, where did that come from?
Right.
You're wearing a skin tight dress, and I didn't see a bag that you were carrying
Right.
stuff with.
Right.
Where are you getting that? But, and that's just minor stuff. That's stuff that you can easily forgive because it's like, okay, yeah, that's not breaking my reality. And then he makes the homage when Usopp pulls out the 100-ton hammer.
Yes.
That's straight out of a cartoon.
Yes.
But it's an inflatable hammer, so he's
Yeah.
trying to keep it grounded. So
Yeah.
he is really wanting to do more, like, there's a lot of, like, cartoon-esque gags in One Piece. And the dollar signs and the heart eyes are one of those. The dollar signs, they keep commenting on her dollar signs, like, how
Yes,
is it? It's
yes.
like Baljeet from Phineas and Ferb. Her eyes formed actual little hearts. I don't even know how that's scientifically possible.
Are there any other Phineas and Ferb voices that you do that well? You
I
got
have
Baljeet.
never tried to
Like,
do Baljeet, but that was my first time ever. I just went for
You
it.
nailed him, and your Doofenshmirtz is legendary. So wow.
Okay. I didn't even know I could do that.
I was
I didn't know I could go that high.
I was disappointed at how easily the strongest members of the crew were captured. And when my first reading, and then the second reading, I'm like, okay, Gecko Mariah, he's one of the 7 warlords. He's really powerful. He's really strong, but I'm still kind of torn on that one. I mean, if you didn't take him, we didn't have a story.
You can assume
Yeah.
that they got the jump.
Yeah, well, apparently
Yeah.
they got something because it happened. And then, so there was kind of a detective story approach to this thing because
It was kind of fun.
We meet this penguin with the funky hat, and I'm reading it, and I'm like, where the hell did this guy come from? And then suddenly, I'm like, wait a minute, he's talking about not kicking a woman. That sounds like Sanji. What is this?
Yeah.
You know? So you start to piece together Sanji's essence is captured inside this creature's body. All right. It is really funny that Sanji's shadow was stuffed into a creature with almost no legs.
Yeah.
Okay,
Isn't that funny?
all right.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of really funny.
And it kicks.
Yes, it does.
It kicks.
But here's the interesting thing, all right, is we go from silliness and all the silliness. There was a panel in here that I think explained Sanji's character better than any other point in this story. Mm-hmm. And this is like ridiculous because the big thing I hate about Sanji's character is how he just gushes love and heart eyeballs and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
But here, this penguin dog thing says, the power that can't be measured by common sense, the power that makes the impossible possible, it blows everything over. The name of that hurricane is love. Whoever did that translation, and like, you captured what's going on inside of Sanji, especially with almost the tornado curlicue legs, because he never has legs when he's swooning like that.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, wow, in the middle of all of this panel right here, captures it.
Since I can't live insert the panels,
it's just, and I thought about it, and I thought, in the middle of all of this ridiculousness, we get, so far to date, the best definition of Sanji's motivation and character.
Yeah.
Coming from a penguin dog thingy. Robin's wings.
Love is a hurricane.
I don't know. Like, I saw Robin's wings, and I thought, I never would have thought to do that. That's Oda's imagination running wild. Although, on my second read-through, I thought, that is aerodynamically impossible. They are too heavy.
Oh, yeah.
Right? She is the...
Forget about that.
She is the...
Forget about it.
The spruce goose of One Piece.
Forget about it. Forget about it. Don't worry about it.
But I thought it was brilliant.
It is great.
I thought it was brilliant.
It's
yeah,
great.
it was. It was absolutely fantastic.
They're superpowers. Just treat them as such. Just suspend your disbelief.
All right. Nami and the Warthog. All right. Lola, right?
I love Lola.
Lola's great. Lola is great in the whole, Lola wants Absalom, and Absalom wants Nami, and Nami wants nothing to do with either one of them, and then she lies and calls herself Nazimo and says she's a guy, which when the reveal comes much later that Lola always knew that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought was absolutely wonderful. So, they're running off doing that battle. Frankie and Robin continue to make a great team working together through Thriller Bark.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm truly enjoying watching that.
Oh yeah.
All right.
No, he's caught up. This is not this is not like the 5K live stream. This is not first thoughts on Thriller Bark. This is the Thriller Bark.
Yeah, this is all of Thriller Bark.
All of Thriller Bark.
I've been through Thriller Bark twice now, and I will eventually do it a third time.
Yeah. What chapter did you end? Like, what happened at the end of the last chapter you read? Just out of curiosity, because I might have read a couple ahead, but
I didn't. Gosh, I think it was 493. It was deep into it. They left Thriller Bark, and I read just a little bit in, and then I stopped.
Okay.
So,
what was the last thing you remember happening?
Yes.
Good. All right.
Yes.
Good talk. Thank you. That does not
welcome.
make this any easier.
Yeah. Don't worry about spoiling anything because,
Did you see the red line?
Yeah, I did see the red line. Yes,
Okay.
I do remember
good.
seeing the red line.
That's about where I got. Did the mermaid come up onto the
So
deck?
the mermaid came like a couple pages back, and then that's where I stopped when I saw the mermaid because I know that then we were getting into the next portion.
Okay, cool.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Then then we stopped at about the same point. So they arrived at they saw the big red line.
Yes.
In the shark submarine.
Well,
Did they take that out?
I saw it, but I didn't dive into it.
Cool.
Right. I cut off
right
there.
There we go. Now we know where he's at for everyone else. For all 129 of you who are spending Halloween with us. Thank you.
That amazes me. Thank you. So we still get a tremendous amount of exposition in the beginning of this because Brooks kills the spider Captain Tarlin. We learn that a soul or a shadow can be returned to its owner, right? So we still get all of that stuff.
It's very Peter Pan.
Very Peter Pan?
Remember at the very beginning of Peter Pan, he's chasing his shadow?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah.
There's pieces of it, and then oh man, I can't mention that. I read some of the newest chapters today because I was behind a couple chapters up to date, and something popped into my head as I was reading them. I was like, oh yeah, that's really cool, and then I just remembered, oh yeah, I can't talk about that.
Sorry.
No, it's all good.
Yeah,
no, but it's very Peter Pan. He pulls from so many different sources. It's just I don't know if that was a direct. Obviously, it didn't. He expanded on the idea of a soul and not being able to. He incorporates some vampire in there, sunlight, but But the idea of taking someone's shadow away, I was like, it's very Peter Pan.
So an interesting thing that came out of this for me, we get introduced to Gecko, right? Mm-hmm. And they can force a shadow to serve him in the body of a zombie or what they call a marionette.
Yeah.
And so that caused me to stop and go, okay, wait a minute. What is the origin of marionette? This is, I just had to stop and figure that out. What an absolute perversion of marionette, which, the stringed puppet, but originally started as Mary, the mother of Jesus, in little morality plays that they were doing with puppets. And I saw how far it goes. Now, obviously, the meaning changes over time.
Oh, yeah,
I'm not
100%.
saying it's
a marionette is now a type of puppet.
Yeah, exactly. But you go back to the origins and then you see what Oda's doing with this. I thought, wow, has that taken a left-hand turn over the course of time?
Imagine in like a couple hundred years, an author. Your idea, okay? So the origin comes from Mary. All right. Imagine in a couple hundred years, a similar situation is being applied to Muppet. That's essentially what we're looking at here. Like, in 200 years, someone is going to perverse the term Muppet in a story like this. That's exactly what you're talking about. We already are getting, like, stuff like that, but yes.
I've never thought of it that way. That's great. Yes, you're right. That very easily could happen.
Yeah.
What will they do with Kermit and Miss Piggy? I don't want to know.
So
we find out Gecko wants to be the Pirate King. You know, I just realized just now.
Yep.
I just realized this is the second time that we see Luffy in knight's armor.
yes.
And he is in love with being inside a knight's
Oh,
armor.
he
loves
loves
knight's
it.
armor.
He
loves
loves
it, right?
armor.
And gets trapped in it. And then I think Luffy losing his shadow. All right.
Mm-hmm.
That panel.
Okay.
I mean, that's just hard to look at.
yeah.
And the interesting thing with that panel of him laying there, because it looks like Luffy is dead, is that his shadow is the animated Luffy like we know him. I mean, the juxtaposition between the two.
It reminds me of the
right?
Skypiea silhouette of him in the sky after he rings the bell. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. Now, his shadow being stuffed into oars is hysterical.
Yeah.
It is truly.
Oh yeah. Oars was hilarious.
If Gecko completely underestimated Luffy.
Yes, 100%.
100%.
100%.
Because if he had really considered, wait, this guy took out Crocodile, he might have thought about maybe doing something differently, because that whole thing went wrong. And what's the first thing Oars wanted after his shadow was placed?
Meat.
He wanted food. I want meat.
I want meat.
And then announces that he wants to be the Pirate King.
Yep.
Right? And I thought, ooh, well, Gecko's plan went wrong twice there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Eventually, he gets Oars under control, but
so this is the point where we get a little bit of Brooks' backstory on the
which
crew
is kind
he
of
served on.
It's weird because it's not given in all in one chunk. It's kind of given in
It's
several
little
chunks.
bites all the
Little
way
bits
through,
all the way
right?
through.
And this is the point where I was reading this story where I stopped and I had to dig and find our conversation. And it was August of 24.
It was.
Yes,
yeah.
it was a while ago, and it was our video Into the Grand Line. And if you hop over to, not right now, but if you hop over there, you will see me completely swing and miss at who was the ship that promised Laboon to come back.
In all honesty, for where you were at in the story and for the information that you had, it was a pretty solid guess.
It
was a pretty solid guess.
Well, Crocus makes a comment like about, what do you think, Goldie Roger?
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about that, you know, and so I mean that was.
But that was the first
misdirection.
that was a first in a series of people going Roger, and going, what? Do you know about? Is that what the Kuraha saying? Oh, is that what they call him, Gold Roger now?
Yes,
I knew him as Gold D Roger.
Yeah,
and
you get all kinds of stuff.
Yep. You know, that was the first in a series of people going, starting to build this connection between the two.
Right. And these little breadcrumbs that Oda leaves to see if everybody can pick it up. All right. Question corner for chapter 460. Because I read all of the question corners because they're so much fun. All right. And it was a question about
that being something at the beginning that you were like, eh.
Well, you know what? All right, one of the things,
and that's not a criticism.
No,
You've come around on a lot of things about it.
I'm reading One Piece.
Yes,
so I am the guy who said the odds are I will never read this.
there was someone commented on our video, the breathtaking, where you reacted to the anime shots from Breathtaking World of One Piece, which I believe Straw Hat, that creator had to redo that. I think the copyright finally caught up to him. But I think he redid it. If you weren't aware, he redid it. But the commenter was like, it was obviously a first time watcher and said something along the lines of, I hope he actually gives it a shot.
Right.
And I said, oh, it's been a couple of years. Here's a link to the playlist. He's been eating crow this entire time.
I read that comment yesterday morning, I think, and I had a laugh.
Here's a link to the playlist if you're interested.
In fact, I think I added underneath your comment something along the lines of ketchup helps because I have So somebody asked a question about the Straw Hat Pirates singing a song from Family from a TV show, and then they asked Oda if they're a family, who is the dad and who is the mom, and Oda answered it.
Yes.
And I found
Oh
this
yes,
one.
I love this.
I found this
love
one.
This.
Frankie's the dad.
Yep.
Robin's the mom. Zoro is the eldest son. Sanji is the second son, and he's referred to as the delinquent.
Yes.
Nami is the eldest daughter, third child. All right, Usopp, third son. Luffy, fourth son. Chopper, baby brother.
Yep.
I just thoroughly enjoyed that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think he goes back and updates it. I think he puts Brook in as like grandpa,
I can believe that. Yes. Yeah. Well, with his age, then.
especially.
Right,
Yeah.
All right. So then Oda continues with the creepy because you have this Absalon marriage attempt with Nami, where apparently the marriage contract is sealed as long as the Absalon kisses Nami, whether she's conscious or not or agreeing.
I don't know how that works.
Kind of creepy.
It's very creepy.
Kind of creepy.
It's very creepy. It's very satisfying seeing Sanji kick him in the face, even though Sanji had his own problems in that.
Somewhere here in the notes, when those two go at it, I think I referred to it as the Battle of the Perverts.
It is very much the Battle of the
Perverts.
Perverts.
Yes.
It is very much.
So,
Sounds like... Oh.
What?
That was just Ada.
Yes. So trick-or-treaters are coming to the house.
And so somewhere in this, if you could leave a comment thanking my little sister Ada for passing out candy so that the trick-or-treaters aren't ringing our doorbell throughout this live stream, she would love it.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you
she
could,
would actually.
if
It'd
you
be
would
great.
just comment a thank you Ada, that would be wonderful.
So I enjoyed this whole battle with Brook and Ryuma.
Yes.
Right?
It was fun. It's kind of Brook fighting himself.
Well, see, that's
To a
just it,
certain
and that's
extent.
why he couldn't win.
Yeah.
They knew each other. They
Well-
were perfectly balanced.
Well, plus it was Brook's shadow in the body
Yeah.
of a far more powerful swordsman.
yes,
that too.
Most definitely. But you can see where it's something, and it's the perfect setup for Zoro to come in. And so we meet Zoro's next sword, the Maitu Shusui. Are they saying thank you?
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We will show that to her. She's going to love it.
She's going to love it.
And Ryuma actually introduces the sword. He says it's the Maitu Shusui or Shusi.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know how to
I think
pronounce
it's
that.
Shusui, maybe?
Shusui.
I don't know.
If anybody knows, please let us know. It is a sword not seen by many eyes, and Zoro's comment, I'm going to make it mine.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that sword mine.
Yes.
I absolutely
Yes.
love it. And this is a case where my translation is better than the one that was online.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have the battle.
Mm-hmm.
And Zoro says, I'll take your sword, but let's pretend this match never happened. I'm still got a question mark next to that one.
He doesn't want to disgrace, I would assume, in the way I read it.
Okay.
Shusui.
Shusui?
Suit. Shu, and then S-U-I like suit.
Suit.
Anyway.
Shusu? Shusu.
Shusu?
I can do Shusu.
Shusu, Shusui, whatever. So they hype up Ryuma.
Right.
As this dude who killed a dragon.
Right.
And that is actually what happens in the slight spoilers. He kills a dragon in the monsters.
Oh, cool. Oh, I'm going to look forward to seeing that.
You know, the manga he wrote is canon. So, so he's a legendary warrior. And I think Zoro, in this moment, is realizing this is not truly Ryuma. So he doesn't want to disgrace that. He recognizes his legendary status.
Got it.
And does not want to dishonor Ryuma's legacy, especially since Zoro knows he's not the best yet.
Yes.
So
Yes.
although
Okay, but it's perfectly keeping with Zoro's
perfectly keeping with
character.
Yes. And it was a fun fight. That's a fun fight between Zoro and Ryuma.
Yes, it is.
It's a fun fight.
Yes, it is.
And yep. The fight didn't happen because Ryuma as a samurai died. He's not going to tarnish the legacy. Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Very well
that makes
said.
Sense.
Very well said.
All right. I appreciate that. No, that actually is very well said.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, it was this point in where we kind of transfer to Nami or not Nami, Sanji taking on I called him now you see him now you don't Absalon.
Yeah.
In the Battle of the Perverts. But what I absolutely loved about that, right? First of all, I loved his ability to figure out how to fight someone who's invisible.
Yeah.
Right. That was really good. But the online version calls this massive kick Vo Shot. And my version called it Vo Vengeance. And in print, it works. And it's this kick right here. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
It works so much better with Vo Vengeance. I mean, what a great name for a kick, especially in this difficult situation. And then you get
Roger. Okay, I don't know where Jonah is, but I'm going to show him this one. Replace Nami with Jonah and Absalon with me, then you have my fantasy. This is what he's been saying in our live chat to Jonah all the time.
You're not a well man. To get help. There are professionals who can get you through this.
Oh, Jonah's reactions are hysterical. Oh, it's so funny.
Is it really?
Oh, it's so good.
I'll have to check them out.
So funny. Anyway, I'm trying not to get too distracted, but I saw that. That was way too good.
That was funny. All right.
That was way too good. Thank you, Roger. I will make sure he sees that.
We're done with that page of notes. I can't follow. I can follow that up.
All right, and Usopp. Yes, Usopp.
Okay, so one of the things that I loved about Thriller Bark was Usopp taking on Perona. Mm-hmm. Not the strongest of opponents, but a really strong opponent.
Yep.
And
a uniquely strong opponent.
Well, and unique in her ability to be in her body, out of her body, float through walls, the different things. But Usopp has gotten over in this battle his instinct to run. He runs when he needs to get a better position to continue to fight, but his instinct to run from the battle isn't in this fight.
It's more of he's tactically retreating.
Yes. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. So I really, really like that. And of course, I'm waiting for Usopp to get that final character development that that I've known about from the beginning.
Yeah.
But the fact that he beats her because she can't out-negative him.
It's so funny.
It is just hysterical that she can't outlie him.
Yep.
And when I read it, I was laughing out loud at that point in the story, and I just thought,
might
wow.
be one of the best, if not the best, Usopp fight in the series, just because
really
it's just so you're never gonna get away with that premise twice. You're never going to get it. Was
no,
just
you're right about that.
You're
right.
I'm always negative type thing is just like, you can't beat me in that. I'm always sad. I'm always depressed sort of thing. Is like, it's so funny.
But doesn't it also show you that he's starting to accept who he is?
Yes.
He's not fighting who he is.
Yes.
He's embracing who he is.
Yes, he is.
Okay. And that's wonderful character development.
It's awesome, it's fun, and he pulls out the Sogeking mask again.
I loved that.
Thank you.
Right?
Hey, babe.
How you doing?
My wife making her silent appearance.
She's mute. She's lost her voice.
Doesn't
mutism.
want to be her. Doesn't want to be on.
Okay.
Are you judging the costumes?
No, I'm just looking at your dad, and I'm just thinking. I was like, he looks very much like live-action Garpy.
Wow, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
That dude Yeah, he did a great job.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Let's see.
They're
here.
saying hi.
He killed off Kumasi. Usopp took out the bear, releasing the spirit. He does bring out the Sniper King for help. I like that we're going to see. I hope we see more of the Sniper King.
I think you said that in his lobby, and I'll be honest.
I did because
I think you said that,
yeah.
and I don't remember saying it doesn't come back, but I remember thinking it. I completely forgot that he pulls the mask back out in this fight. I saw it again, and I went, "Oh."
I'm hoping that Sniper King is a regular part of the rest of One Piece. I think it's. I just like it. That's it. I just like it.
Yeah,
it's really good. He lied through the fight, and of course, lying through the fight. Now he's using misdirection at will. This is a cool development for Usopp. Is that he's strategically telling lies and using them, right?
And he's so good at it.
Yes, he is. And then he figures out, blow out the wall. He figures out Perona's body is sitting on the bed. He doesn't panic. He thinks. And so Usopp is my favorite character to watch develop.
Yes.
Hands down. He's not my favorite Straw Hat, but he's my... What are you laughing at?
I'm laughing at the comments.
Yeah,
I'm multitasking, don't worry.
I understand
the question to ask is...
slightly distracting.
The question to ask is...
Yes. What is it?
Semi-auto gyro, or auto euro. I assume that's auto gyro. The question to ask is, would Sogeking be affected by Perona?
Probably.
So
we're gonna go with that.
Fun fact.
Yes.
Mom hates Perona.
Really?
Because of the English voice, I think it is. She found it too high pitched and squeaky. But that was one of the really funny ones from the Mom episode.
Okay.
It was a really funny question, and it occurred to me reading this.
I still can't watch.
Still can't watch. Still can't watch.
All right.
But
she hates Perona. She did not mention that while I was going through this.
Apparently.
Although we did have a very, very interesting, and we'll get to it later, conversation about Thriller Bark.
Yeah.
Right? Did she tell you about it?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. I'm just excited.
Yeah, no. Mama, we'll get to it when we get to it.
Oh, there's Mom.
What'd she say?
It's her laugh that Mom hates.
Her laugh.
Okay,
gotcha.
There's Mom.
Mama Peaches is in there.
In the chat. Mama Peach is in the house.
Yeah, hey, look, if you don't want to hear us blather...
With 162 other viewers. Thank you all so much for being here.
Thank you. Chopper and Dr. Hogback have the Battle of the Doctors.
Yes.
You get so many different battles and so many different pairings, and you have to remember that there's all these different things going on at the same time. And which, it was interesting. It starts as a philosophical argument about their medical skills.
Yes.
Before it gets into an actual battle. And we find out that Hogback hated his patients, that they were insufferable to him, that he wasn't interested in treating them. And he's like, all these people keep coming. He was
too good for them.
Yeah, Grandma's sick, and help my daughter. And he's really kind of he's a pathetic human being. He's also really a creepy character. I honestly at first thought he had done surgery on himself. It looks like his face is a mask.
Yeah, it looks like he's sewn it.
Yeah, like he stitched something on over his own face. But it's Chopper that says a human separated from their soul is no human. Zombies are mindless monsters. Hogback must be stopped. He comes to this whole realization that the surgeon that he has idolized for years is a monster that needs to be stopped at all costs. Are we having transmission problems?
Nope, I'm just checking it out on mine to check something real quick. Keep going.
All right. Well, anyway,
there we go.
I enjoyed Inupi, the penguin dog, with Sanji's soul.
Yep.
And Jigoro of the Wind with Zoro's soul getting turned against each other.
Yes,
right? Okay. That was so
funny.
And I had to stop and really think hard with this because it's kind of difficult to track all the characters with the souls. And, right?
it gets a little confusing at times.
And then suddenly I'm like, oh, wait a minute. These two, their shadows hate each other as much as the real life people do. That was really funny.
Yep.
And Robin is great in this because Robin's the one who she's standing there with his arms folded, like this, and she says, "Oh, this fight is getting good." That's really. Yeah, and there's again where difference in translations. The online one was, "We are now in a good situation," right? Well, that is the horrible line. Whoever came up with this fight is getting good. Yeah, that was a good one. All right. I didn't understand the whole Sindri coming to a realization.
It's the soul. It's the shadow.
The shadow coming to the realization.
realizing
right.
what's going on.
Because they made it clear that eventually the shadow forgets their original and just becomes a slave too.
Yeah.
So that one was kind of an unexpected twist and turn.
I guess.
But she stops working for Hogback.
Yeah.
Chopper almost breaks Hogback's neck with the help from Robin. Robin's teamwork is exceptional.
I'll call him later, Roger.
And yeah, we're not going to do it now.
Yeah, we'll call Jonah for you, just for you.
We'll share the whole thing with him. Right. Let me see here. Oars breaks through the wall and starts trying to defeat the Straw Hats while Luffy focuses on Gecko Moria. Zoro gives us the great end of chapter 469 cliffhanger when the crew realizes that they have to fight Oars.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and he says, "Now things are getting interesting."
Oh yeah.
All right. There's no level of fight that he doesn't enjoy and want to dive in.
Oh no,
right?
He is much like Luffy, and that's why those two are sharing the same brain cell.
Yes.
They are. He likes the fight just as much as Luffy does.
Yes, he does.
And he doesn't care. He's not one to back down.
No,
and it doesn't matter if it's another swordsman, if it's anyone else. It will.
He goes after Kuma.
Yep.
He doesn't think twice about going after Kuma. This is great. Now,
the whole Straw Hats and all of them fighting Oars is just fun.
Well, yeah,
it's fun because they're working together so well. All things considered,
they are all working together, but
they work so well.
You get an ebb and flow in the fight where they all go after him, they all get defeated, they get knocked down, then they all get back up, then they all go in for round 2, they get knocked down. Yeah. You know that eventually Luffy has to save the day. It's kind of rigged that way. So I kind of watched the ebb and flow of the fight a little bit impatiently because I knew we had to get to a specific point.
But when Luffy comes and joins the fight, they kind of all work together to help Luffy.
Yes, they do.
To do that.
Yes,
like it's almost like Luffy. I'm not going to say he needed help, but like this was one of those fights where all the Straw Hats pitched in. It wasn't Luffy carrying the team. The team carried their own weight to help Luffy. Now, when Gecko shows up later in the fight and does the whole, I'm absorbing all the souls, yeah, Luffy takes over.
Yes.
But it was really nice seeing the Straw Hats as a crew.
All of them.
Up to this point, we haven't seen the Straw Hats as a crew fight a single opponent. Mm-hmm. And let's be real, it's hard to find an opponent that... for all of them to take on at once. That has to be a high tier opponent for Luffy not to be able to take him on by himself.
Apparently, I decided not to put it in the notes, or maybe I put it into the notes later. But the Straw Hat Pirates trying to work together as a crew with Frankie's idea of docking.
And there you go.
And they get Robin saying, "Don't ever ask me to dock again." I think her line in my version is, "I'm embarrassed to be a human now."
Yeah, that's in most.
Is that in
some
most?
variation. I feel so much shame.
Yeah, that is extremely funny.
I've been seeing that question pop up.
What?
All chat. This entire stream. How'd you feel about Robin refusing to dock?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was it. I think in the.
I think she says no in the anime. I think it's no, and they ask why, and she says because it would hurt my human pride.
Yeah.
Any variation on it is so funny.
Well, if it's fitting with her character that she wouldn't do that.
It's very
right?
fitting.
She's not leaving the battle, but she is not docking.
She ain't doing that.
Right? Yeah, I thought that was hysterical.
It's a very Nami moment of her.
Yeah, well, it was.
She's very tolerant of the crew's antics. There's a limit.
She's very, very patient with them.
Yes.
But there's a dignity to Robin that nobody else in the crew has.
Even
right?
Frankie, who is I think still older than her. I think he is older than by like 2 years, 3 years. He's older than he's one of the dudes.
He's a dude.
He is a dude.
He's a dude. Yeah,
It's his idea. He's a dude.
Yes. So yeah, that moment was hysterical. All right.
But how powerful would they have been had she?
I couldn't figure out what they were trying to
Be a
do. You know, I know.
They were trying to Voltron.
Yeah.
They were trying.
I don't see it working. I don't see it working.
Yeah, Thriller Bark is peak comedy.
It is, and
very funny arc.
So this one right here, and you might as well show. So I dream of having a small camera focused on my notes because my notes are actually really getting better as I go. But chapter 470.
Robin's 28 and Frankie's 34. Thank you.
I knew she was 28. I didn't realize she was 34. This opening joke of, he looks just like his poster. That was fantastic. Great way in the middle of the fight to take a look at that.
Always said that I want to collect all the posters of the Straw Hats, but I'm going to wait until the series finishes so I can collect all their final bounties.
Okay.
Part of me really wants to get that Sanji poster. At this point in the story.
So, the end of this chapter, and I know I'm hopscotching through it, but there's so much battle going on
Roger.
that, Oars defeats all the Straw Hat crew, and then you get a close-up of Oars' face. And this one is really important, because he says, I don't know you guys. And my translation reads, I don't know any of you. I think I don't know you guys is actually the online version is a better translation because it's more of a Luffy voice. I don't know you guys. But the words don't match the artwork. Take a look at that eye. That is sadness.
Yeah.
That is sadness. Go to the end of chapter 470 and look at Orr's face. That is sadness in that eye. It's almost like there's a part of him that knows something's wrong.
Like he should
here,
know.
Like he should know them. Yeah. And then he declares himself as Master Mariah's servant, but I didn't buy it. I did not buy it for a minute that he was the servant. I just couldn't. And the artwork is what did it. All right. So we open up with Lola saving Nami and admits that she knew Namizu was a fake name all along. I loved Nami taking down Absalon with a thunder charge. Mm-hmm. That was
very nice. That's fun.
Was fantastic. And then I should have printed this big. Yeah. Right? But I just didn't want to spend that much ink.
The really cool shot of all the Straw Hats getting up to face Oars.
Yes. In the line, which is so great, is oh god, and I printed it so small I can't read it now. The power of the Nakama. He says, "Don't underestimate." You shouldn't
go underestimating the power of your own Nakama.
Yes. Yep. And then the whole crew gearing up to go into the battle together.
It's about as cool as the shot of the four walking up to the Frankie house.
Yes, it's much like that.
Yeah, yes. I love when Oda takes the time to show shots like that because it's just like One Piece has so many goofy, fun, hilarious moments, but like when the Straw Hats lock in. They lock in.
Oh yes, they do.
Oh, they do it earlier in Thriller. It's really funny because they send out the coward trio first.
Yeah, that is a great way of describing it. But
they send out the three that are like the most scared of any situation, and then you get Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Frankie, Robin, and you know what? In the future, we're just gonna throw Brooke in there as well, as the people who aren't scared to go into a fight.
Right.
And it's so funny. It's like, why did you send those 3? You should have led with these 5. But yeah, lineup shots. We love lineup shots.
Well, so I'm looking forward. I'm assuming we will get a lineup shot of the entire crew when it's fully fleshed out.
I don't know if we have one off the top of my head. I can't remember one.
Right.
We get some dope lineup shots as moving forward, and like even with non-straw hat people, there's some really good ones. I would assume he's going to save the best, like a really good one. I would assume he has one sketched out that he is saving for the end of the story.
That would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. One of the things is, so I feel like I kind of have to apologize to everybody. So I went back to college this semester because I have to get. I'm going back to the classroom next year. I'm going to teach again, and I have to get my licensure requirements. And I was not able to give Thriller Bark the attention I've given every other arc in this series. Because
I don't know. We've been going for an hour and 18 minutes.
Well, I knew we would hit the 90-minute mark. I told you that ahead of time. I have 90 minutes worth of notes.
You still got several pages left.
Yeah, we'll get through them quickly. There's a lot of pictures. So yeah, I feel like I'm skipping through a lot of this stuff. Or's getting
that's right, on the boat. That's right.
Or's getting stuck upside down and saying stupid horns when he falls and his head gets stuck in the ground.
He puts on the pirate hat.
Yeah, the whole thing. It's got
so Luffy.
So much of Luffy's character in this gigantic creature, and then you get we talked about it. The crew attacks, the crew retreats, the crew gets knocked down. You get that back and forth, and then we have suddenly the warlord of the sea, the tyrant Bartholomew Kuma, walks in.
Oh yeah, and when the second warlord of the arc shows up, you're like, oh, no.
Are you kidding
They're
me?
Like, oh.
All right. So we got this huge guy hold the Bible to his chest, and I didn't know how to take that. It's like so much of the book is covered.
Just a holy text, I think, in general.
Right.
The Christian themes are used so...
Just like any other theme from any other culture. It's all interchangeable. So, but it's
kind of interesting to them in the way that their culture is interesting to us.
Oh, I can see that.
I think it's how
I can see that. But I'm wondering what it says on the book that's covered by his hand. It could be the Bible of anything. And I'm just curious as to what's in there. The only warlord who obeys the government like a dog. That's how Mariah described him. Mm-hmm. And he announces that Marshal Teach is Crocodile's replacement warlord, which
Blackbeard.
Exactly. Who we just saw battling Ace right before the beginning of this arc. And we leave that was left as a cliffhanger.
It was left as a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Yep.
So this is the point where no, I'll save it till later. The fight comes down to Luffy versus Mariah and the Straw Hats versus Or in the battle beatdown. Kuma, his entrance, he asks Nami about Ace. First thing he does is ask about Ace, which I found very interesting, without any explanation. Rook suddenly appears out of nowhere.
Okay.
Announces he brings the huge bag of salt.
Yep.
Right, and we get the whole thought thing. Suddenly oars can stretch like rubber. That was interesting. I wondered about that from the very beginning, but apparently it was a very limited power.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't do it at will as much. We feed Luffy 100 captured shadows to make him big and powerful to fight Mariah.
Luffy.
Nightmare Luffy. Is that what he's called?
Yep.
Okay, the artwork is fantastic, but you know what? He looks like a Gorn from Legend of Zelda. He really does.
Goron?
Goron. Yeah, he does. He looks like a Goron.
Funny.
Yeah. Robin's shadow gets stolen. That was a heartbreak moment for me because she is my favorite character of the crew, and I was like, no, not her.
Yeah.
She made it all the way through, and I know they're all going to survive, but still.
Yeah, there's a moment of no.
But here's one of the things that I absolutely loved about this battle of Monster Luffy versus Oars, and it's this panel. Boom. Right there.
Stopping the punch.
Stops the punch with one hand without trying hard and says, there's only one Luffy. It's me. So Luffy beats Oars and Mariah in the battle. The 100 shadows are released. Then you get him up again. He fills himself with 1,000 shadows. And we get the sun is up. Time is running out. We have 30 minutes. But nobody backs down. Nobody runs. The whole idea is I'm going to stand here, and if I die here, I die here. And apparently everyone's in unspoken agreement. Yes.
Cam, who is a regular presence in a lot of our videos in the comment section. How you doing? Thank you, Noah and Dad, for the show as always. This journey since day one has been gold. Big thank you to the family and chat for such a nice environment. Thank you so much, Cam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. It's very kind.
Very kind of you. Thank you.
I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. So my view count is still stuck at like 163 on this one. So I don't actually know where we're at. We're at 196 according to 196. Watching, spending Halloween. Thank you all so much for being here.
I didn't know there were that many desperate, lonely people in the world.
Don't insult them now.
No. That was a joke on us. We were the target of that joke, not everybody else. You were not the target. We were. I go home and I just marvel that people watch what we have to say in this. I do.
It's amazing. Sincerely, thank you all. Thank you all for being here.
I wasn't insulting them.
Whoa!
All right. Zoro tells an islander, this was a great thing.
Whoa! Yeah.
Right. What did they say?
They're going, whoa. They're reacting.
It was a joke! On us! That we don't have... never mind. I'm sorry. Don't take it personally. That's just me. Zoro says if you're just going to watch, then watch silently. The battle against Mariah, we've already won. I love that panel.
Yeah.
But it's a look at it like, okay, what does he know that the rest of us don't? Or is it just his faith in Luffy? Man,
Garp with glasses goes insanely hard, not gonna lie.
Garp with glasses goes... If I don't have my glasses on, I can't read my notes. It's that bad. I was thinking about that on the drive-in. I was wondering what the actor who played Garp, what is his vision like? Does he wear glasses? How much could he have contacts in, or could he see anything?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen anything with that. I don't think I've seen him wear glasses in an interview or anything.
I think about these things. I don't know why. They just come to mind. Okay. Kuma gets the shell call, kill everybody, hide what takes place there, so that the word does not get out that another warlord was defeated by the Straw Hats. Right? Mm-hmm. Now the world government is truly worried. The Straw Hats now have their full and undivided attention.
Yes,
right,
100%.
Right.
Oh man, we just hit 200.
Kuma, thank you very much. No jokes.
No jokes this time. Thank you.
No jokes. Thank you very much. Kuma challenges Zoro. Zoro tells everybody to back off. All right. We get the whole pawpaw fruit thing. Mm-hmm. He vows to bring back Luffy's head, and we find out that Kuma is a cyborg, a pacifista, a human weapon, incomplete. That's kind of frightening. What else is it going to add? And we get created by Dr. Vegapunk, who is 500 years ahead of his time, the smartest person in the world. And I have this picture of some steampunk scientist. Are we going to meet Vegapunk? I'm assuming we do. It could really be interesting. And I know you can't tell me. I get it. No spoilers. 500 chapters of him not being able to tell me. Sanji. So now we have an interesting thing that develops here. Sanji steps in to take up the same sacrifice when Zoro says, "Take my head," instead of, and then Sanji comes in, and that actually gets defeated. He gets bumped out. Zoro takes the hilt of his katana, slams Sanji in the ribs, and takes him out at that point. And I think we're establishing, and we might see this. Sanji's good. He's one of the big three. But Sanji's not Zoro good. And in my mind, that gets established right here. Of everything that we've seen.
Whole interaction has layers.
Yes.
It has depending on how deep. I have seen videos, and yes, this is a reference to Melon, whatever she goes by now. Is it Melon Tree or Melon Tea now? I could have sworn last time I watched her videos it had 3 E's instead of an R-E-E in tree, but she did an entire, the Scary Pink Lady did an entire
Scary Pink Lady?
She wear all pink.
Really?
Oh yeah. She does amazing analysis of One Piece. But she did an entire video reanalyzing the nothing happened moment. And first off, she loves Sanji as a character.
Okay.
She adores Sanji as a character, so she read as far into Sanji as she could in that scene. But there's a pattern of Sanji, and this is what I'll say about it, there's a pattern of Sanji protecting crewmates.
Yes.
And not just out of a it is Melon Tea now. Okay. Of diving in harm's way, and this is no different.
I believe that.
And to a this is
but I'm going to follow up on this here in just a moment.
Yeah, because they're both doing it almost but there's like different motivation, I will say, for each of them doing that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's where I was getting at.
So we get this whole sequence of Kuma taking the pain, the anguish, the agony, just from the one battle out of Luffy, and giving Zoro a taste of it. And of course, the assumption is it's going to kill Zoro.
Hold on. She's not into Zoro. She's into Zoro's big fat boobies, as she says every video. Quattro says, "Nothing happened." Thanks for the dono. I have never seen that denomination. What is COP?
Well, regardless of what it is, thank you. That is very kind of you, and thank you.
I'm actually looking.
You look that up?
Colombian.
Oh!
Pesos. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Colombia. I like reading from all the people from around the world.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's insane. I absolutely love it.
I saw Greenland earlier, I think. And then we've got Japan and Philippines and Southeast Asia and Greece. And Europe, and South America.
Was it Elizabeth from
awesome.
Greece? I had that long conversation with. It's just wonderful. People I never would have met, that never would have talked to, except for One Piece. It is absolutely wonderful.
Anyway,
that's okay. Kuma makes this comment, "Dragon, your son is indeed amazing." Right? And I'm like, okay. Kuma knows Dragon. Kuma's talked to Dragon, and Kuma has talked to Dragon about Luffy, and Dragon apparently has said, "My son is amazing." And, it's got to be from that panel. It's just, it's a wonderful little, another seed planted about Dragon. Okay. So I like that. But, Evelyn, that's right. It was Evelyn. Is she here?
Yeah.
Evelyn. Man, I loved that conversation. It was great. I really did. It was a tremendous amount of fun. And I'm sorry for getting your name wrong. If it's any consolation, I get my children's name wrong all the time. And sometimes Mama Peaches. Luffy waking up pain-free.
Yes.
That panel right there. There's no words to describe it. What it must have felt like for him for the first time in how long to wake up completely pain and anguish free.
After a massive battle.
After a massive battle, and you never hear him complain when he wakes up in pain. I just looked at it and I said, wow. So then we get this incredible artwork of Zoro standing, arms folded across, just blood coming out of his eyes, blood coming out of his body, the whole bit. And then you get the, why the heck is there so much blood? This is Sanji saying, what happened here? And we get nothing at all. Okay.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And now you understand all the jokes that were leading up to this.
So here's the thing. I mean, first of all, that's pretty powerful artwork.
It's incredibly it's a fan favorite moment for a reason.
Okay, and so here's what happens.
Loyalty is Zoro's middle name.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yes, it is. So early on, before we got started on this, a whole bunch of people started with this nothing when we announced tonight, and I was puzzled, and I didn't understand it. And
you thought we shouldn't do the video because
I asked, should we? I mean, I truly didn't get any of this stuff, and then
they're still going. Don't let up.
I was a little annoyed. I was a little annoyed. I stopped reading comments for a while.
I had to post a follow up saying y'all freaked him out. Because,
I was. He
was a little like, I didn't understand. Should we even do this? So it seems like no one wants to see this video.
I truly didn't understand. So I get through. I read all of Thriller Bark, and I sit down and I look at Mama Peaches, and I say, "What the hell are they talking about?" I didn't when I read this.
Did not register.
It did not register that this is what they were referring to.
Because sometimes it says nothing happened, and sometimes it's nothing. Nothing at all.
Either way, that whole thing was presented in such a lighthearted manner, and this is so not lighthearted.
It is.
The artwork,
it is very much not. Yeah.
So she had to grab the book from me, flip through the book, and turn around and say, this is what they were referring to. And then I was kind of like...
she had to ask me what they were referring to.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, she had to ask, because I got it immediately. Yeah.
And I just thought, okay, so either I'm missing a community joke, or I just saw it so differently, because this is...
I wasn't going to let him not. I was going to make sure.
It's such a significant moment.
Yeah, it is. It is
such a significant moment.
And there's a lot of significant moments that are played off as humor once you get through it a few times. Obviously, it's not in taking away from the moment. It's just a joke. Just lighthearted fun about.
And it's fun.
It's a funny statement. Nothing happens in Thriller Bark. It's a funny.
Yeah, it is.
When
it's
significant
like a
things
significant
moment, a significant showing from Zoro, especially in this moment of how far he'd be willing to go.
I'm just old and cranky. I'm just crotchety old man. I'm just waiting for the wrinkles to catch up. The following panel, I really like that look on Sanji's face. He's sitting there smoking and considering everything that has just taken place, and realizing everything that Zoro just did.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at that face, and I'm wondering if Sanji is wondering, could I have done the same thing? And I think the answer is no. And I not only think the answer is no, I don't think Sanji would have survived. If I had to bet, I would say that he realizes that in this panel right here.
I think it's there's a very interesting Sanji, when we first meet him, is almost punishing himself because he feels he owes Red Leg a life debt, essentially, for saving his life.
Yes.
He thinks he owes him that. He thinks he does not deserve to go chase his own dream because of the man who saved him.
Yes.
And he put his dream aside to work at Baratier.
Yes.
And when he sees Luffy and Zoro, when he sees Zoro getting beat by Mihawk, he goes, "It's easy to give up your dream." And he says that because he already has.
Yes.
He still has it, but he's given up on it. And Zoro is showing him essentially is showing him, if your dream means that much to you, you will find a way and you will fight through anything. And I think this is a moment for Sanji to realize that Zoro is how serious Zoro is.
Yes.
In pursuing his dream, because
right.
Zoro, what does Zoro say? I will help you be the Pirate King to Luffy.
Yes.
I will help you be the Pirate King. And he's made that statement. He's not just saying, I'm going to be the world's greatest swordsman. He's saying, no, I'm going to make you the Pirate King, and I am going to become the world's greatest swordsman.
Which were two monumental tasks.
Two monumental tasks. And so, Sanji is kind of getting another taste of it and seeing just how far Zoro is willing to go for his dream again. And as someone just said, let's not pass up on the fact. Oh, I'm on a backseat. I will get to you in a second. Let's not pass up on the fact that Sanji has had his fair share of badass moments. Like,
yes, he has.
I need a light. That's not taking away from Sanji. This is a moment of showcasing. I think most importantly, it's showcasing Zoro's grit, determination, and loyalty all in one.
Yes.
And
but you
real
can't.
Quick,
yeah, go ahead.
Backseat Feeder, thanks for 10. Thank you for letting me re-experience how much joy reading One Piece has been. I have found your discussion videos recently and binged all of them in about a week.
Whoa!
Okay.
Holy smokes! I can't even take that much of myself.
That was funnier.
Okay.
That was funnier.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I raise my cup to you guys. Thank you so much, Backseat. Thank you so much. I would raise a cup to you when I
have one.
Yes. When I go get one.
You know what? I didn't bring anything up to drink because I was really afraid of smearing the grate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it dry yet?
It's pretty dry.
I'm crusty. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's like a wax spray type thing.
I put the stuff on. I looked in the mirror and I said, "Wow, I see myself in 10 years." It was kind of scary. We'll see. Thriller Bark ended for me here at this point. It ended for me at
everything else is kind of wrap up.
Like,
had nothing happened.
Right there. I love.
And then we also add on. Let's say Sanji keeps it a secret.
Yes, yes, he does.
And Robin keeps it a secret.
Yes, and that's huge.
And I love Robin. So sneaky, just placing an ear on someone's arm to listen in on the conversation to figure out what's going on. She's like, okay, I get it.
Yeah, she's a little sneaky.
She's very sneaky. Yeah. She's very sneaky.
So we already talked about Brooke. We talked about the funeral. We talked about, all that other stuff that happens. We learn about the Vivre card, which I thought was interesting. Luffy figures out that's what Ace gave him.
Yep.
Now,
Brooke as well. Brooke said that he saw Sanji and Zoro have that conversation.
Did he?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Someone just reminded, and Brooke too. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. I remember reading that. That is correct. Brooke also knows what happened.
Does this ever get back to Luffy? Okay.
Zoro wouldn't want it to get back to Luffy.
Not one of your lies?
No, he doesn't. Well, he said in the thing, Luffy can't find out about this.
Well, yes, I know, but
that
doesn't mean that he doesn't.
At least as far as I'm aware, Luffy hasn't gotten it. That's not a lie.
So, we end up, we find out, where did we find out that Ace is an Impel Down? We talked about this off camera.
We talked about this because I remember reading it too.
I remembered reading that Ace was an Impel Down. My first read through, as I was prepping my notes for tonight, I couldn't find it again.
I think it's where Kuma is talking to Moria.
Is that where we learn about it?
I think as he's updating him on Blackbeard has replaced Crocodile. Also, Ace is an Impel Down.
That's huge. Yeah. And of course, I was disappointed that we didn't see Impel Down when we were in the Water 7 arc, when we were in Ennie's lobby, because I expected that's where the whole thing was.
You brought that up.
Yes,
you brought that up.
Yes, I did.
Yes, and I went and I.
Well, I thought Tom was going to be down there, and I wanted to see Tom set free. That's really what I wanted. I didn't want to believe that Tom died, right? Because I just like the character so much. But we do get back to the land of Marijois. Thank you. I was gonna kill it. I really was. In Sengoku, taking Kuma to task for not killing everybody, not getting the head of Straw Hat Luffy. Garp is there celebrating his grandson, and the worry that the Straw Hats are getting closer. That's my 14 pages of notes on Thriller
in
Bark.
1 hour and 40 minutes. That's
Well, 10 minutes longer than I thought it would take. But, at Thriller Bark, anything that was going to come after the Water 7 arc was going to be a little bit of a letdown. This really was a fun arc.
It's a fun arc. It's comedic.
Yep.
It's so much fun.
I wish I didn't have as many distractions as I had in trying to prep for this and enjoy it.
Hogback is also reading it on the paper while they're escaping from Thriller Bark at the end.
Maybe
that's it.
Maybe that's it. Maybe that's where we find it.
You and I both read that.
Yes.
And we knew Ace had been imprisoned. And
Well,
that's why I was like, we're.
And I asked Grok where that gets revealed because I just wanted the chapter so I could go read it, and it said chapter 525, and I knew I hadn't read. Yeah, that's
no,
not
it
right.
happens in Thriller Bark.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. So the what happens after we do? Oh, geez.
We sit and make funny faces while we try to figure it out.
You get the banquet. You get the rest of Brook's backstory.
Yes, you get the funeral for his crew.
Yeah,
the funeral for his crew where he makes the decision to move forward, where he then turns to Luffy and says, "May I join your crew?" And Luffy's laying on the
He's
top
on
of
the piano,
looking
he's
down
laying
at
on
him.
the edge of the piano. Yeah,
and I just thought that was cool. I part of the problem with emotionally tapping in with Brook is, one, this is kind of a repetitive now theme of healing and redemption, and the artwork is just hard to appreciate.
The thing about Brook's story, and we talked about it a little bit, and yes, Laboon was mentioned.
Yes.
It's a great tie-in. It's a great tie-in.
That Laboon heard the song.
Yeah.
Somehow heard Binks
or
brew
just
because
somehow knew.
We knew. Crocus says, "Well, what's got you in such a good mood?"
Yes.
How did he at that moment?
I don't know.
But it was a wonderful moment.
Wonderful.
It was a wonderful moment.
And baby Laboon is just the cutest little shit.
He is. He is.
So fucking cute.
But
I want a little plushie of baby Laboon, not big. I want baby Laboon.
But Laboon finally, you finally get a little bit of the paid off of the emotional investment from when you meet him, because it was a little heartbreaking.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get to meet the people.
Yes.
You get to meet the crew.
And it seemed like it was a good crew. Even the captain was a good captain.
Yep.
I mean,
genuine good. So you know that they didn't leave him on purpose.
Right.
They were worried about him. They didn't want him to get hurt. He was still a baby.
Yes.
They left him with Crocus.
Yes.
And I think there's something about Brook, like everyone else with their, like, I want to live. Robin, I want to live.
Yes.
Because she thinks that she's just... It's different variations on the same theme.
But Brook is, I'm happy that I live.
I'm happy that I'm
alive.
Because
right.
Brook is this... When we meet him, and you see as he's, like, wandering through the ship, he's trying to be optimistic.
Yes.
He's an entertainer. He's a musician.
Yes.
His job is to bring joy, and he's just trying so desperately. And there was a line that summarizes it. If you feel pain, if you're feeling pain, that is what tells you you're alive.
Yes.
If you can feel that pain, then you know you're alive.
Yes.
And that quote kind of just sums up Brook up until this point. And now he's got a new crew. Now he's got new people to entertain. He's got purpose again.
Yep.
And
well, that's a big thing.
And he's glad that he's alive because, I mean, he's cursed with being reborn into a skeleton body. So what's the point of being alive now? You know, a lot of people would have just thrown themselves into the ocean after 50 years.
Is Orgon insane?
Orgon insane. He's a little insane.
Is his fruit, the Revive fruit, is it immortality or is it just 1 second life?
It's weird.
Okay.
He develops more abilities later on that are in relation to his fruit. I'm not going to get into like what they are. Obviously, you know, Straw Hats level up, and Brooke is no exception. He gets some really cool powers.
Okay.
I will just say that.
Right.
I will just say that. He's, and then, you know, why did he stay alive? Because he made a promise. He's the last of his crew to make a promise to go to go deliver the song, which is heartbreaking, the song.
Yeah, yes it is.
Thing.
Yeah. The lyrics go across, you know, the whole top half of 2 pages, and yeah.
Yeah. And that song is it's used often in the anime, and it actually is kind of at the center for several big theories. Big Sake is actually a really important song in universe and to the story as a whole.
I'm gonna have to scan that and make sure I keep a separate picture of it and
look it up.
Was the music written? Was it original music for the show, or did they go back and use an old? Did they go back and use an old?
I think the song is original. I think the song is original. Because it's kind of a little too on the nose for One Piece. I don't know about the music, but yeah.
Cool.
It's good.
That's Thriller Bark.
We'll play here in a little bit. That's Thriller Bark.
Yeah.
Live stream's not ending though.
So this is question time. If you've got any,
this is all the questions. What did we not cover? This is a live video, so you can ask all those questions now.
I can't.
Oda wrote it himself.
Oh, cool.
Oda wrote it himself.
I'm picturing Tim Allen's belly and Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grab it and
Yeah.
he doesn't like it. He starts kicking
My 7.5, almost 8-month pregnant wife is sitting just off camera shaking the belly to show it.
Mom, cut it out, Mom.
Noah gets more concerned about him than I do because I'll shake him sometimes and he's like.
All right, TK asks top 3 straw hats. Top 3 straw hats at this point in the story.
Top 3 straw hats at this point in the story. That's a real good question. Robin is still my favorite.
Okay, makes sense.
The brains.
Yep.
More than anything. Usopp's in my top 3 just because I like the character.
Okay.
Right. So they got Robin, we got Usopp, and
there's a lot of questions now.
Probably Frankie.
Probably Frankie?
Frankie, right now.
I love Frankie.
Yeah, Robin, Usopp, and Frankie right now. My favorites. Not necessarily the strongest or the most capable or anything. But...
Robin and Frankie are in my top 3 for sure.
Right.
Everything else could be a toss-up, I'll be real. I like... It depends on who gets more screen time more recently in my viewing or reading. It's like whoever gets the most screen time outside of that. Like if Brooke is getting a really hype moment, like it's probably gonna be Brooke. If Zoro is getting a hype moment, it's probably Zoro. But those two are definitely mine.
No, I like that, and just over the course of time.
Zoro, Robin.
Chopper, Zoro, Robin. That makes sense. What do you think is going to happen next?
Oh, no clue. No clue.
No clue.
Absolutely no clue. I tell you what, there's a couple things that I'm looking forward to seeing.
Okay.
I want to see them get to Impel Down.
Okay.
I've wanted to see that for a while.
Okay.
I want to see them get back to Laboon. I've wanted that since we met Laboon. I mean, that leaving that whale.
Unfortunately, that
heart.
is now a Straw Hat dream / goal. So
yeah,
it's not going to happen for a while.
All right.
It's not going to happen until the end of the story, sort of thing.
And I want to see them go to the world headquarters. Oh, so badly.
Yeah.
I think, what did I call it? Did I call it the Ennie's Lobby treatment?
You want them? Do you want Marijois or? You said Marijuana last time.
Yeah.
You said the Holy
Both.
Land. Both.
Both. I want to see them get the Ennis Lobby treatment. I want to see them get.
Just wait. You're gonna want them to get it even more.
Okay.
As we go.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. But in terms of what the next arc is, I have no clue. In you guys, I don't know if you appreciate what a secret keeper this guy is, because not only does he just sit and stare at me when I'm swing and a miss. But
I also stare when you swing in home run.
In home run, yeah. But no hints. There
was a recent one that was just super fun, because it's really funny when you get something like right or so close to being right.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much fun. So much
Yeah,
fun. I know you all enjoy it too, because I see the comments like. I can see you all making this expression. How did he do that? But
I'm a lit guy. That's how. That's it.
Not more. We will listen to the song. We will listen to top 3 non-straw hats.
Ooh.
Shanks, Ace, Law. That's easy. Shanks, Ace, and Law.
We're just talking about characters in general that I've seen
non-straw
in
hats.
non-straw hat characters. Wow, there are so many.
There's over 1,000 named characters in One Piece.
Yeah, I believe it. And in so many of the small characters are interesting. Top non. I've never thought about this one. You're gonna have to give me a second on this one. And I don't have a lot of.
To be fair, a lot of fan favorites come
post where we're at now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can only go up to what we have here. Looking back, the Princess of Alabasta was a fun character. Vivi.
Yeah. Although she's still considered a member of the crew.
Yes, yeah.
So, depending on who you ask.
Remind me of the name of the pirate that was the butler on Usopp's Island. Kuro.
Cat?
He was fun.
He was a good villain.
He was a fun...
He's also a case of the live action.
Almost
doing
action.
Better.
That was
so good. It was so perfect.
The character stepped off the paper and onto the screen. It was so the hand and the the limitations of being able to do the glove with the swords, that didn't work well live action. But I mean, everything else about the character was fantastic. I like that character. As I'm going back to so Vivi, Kuro, and wow, you know who keeps coming to mind? Crocodile. Yeah.
Crocodile's a good character.
Crocodile comes to mind.
Crocodile's a good character. Crocodile's a really good character.
So those
I'm actually really excited for him in season 2 of live action, because that's Joe Megan. He's a big nerd. He's really excited, and he's a big dude.
Really?
He's big. He's ripped.
Okay.
He's going to be a good crocodile.
All right. Yeah. That would be my Wow. I had to really think about that one.
It will be the whole live stream. I see Gary Bloodworth. You asked. Yes, this will be a VOD. You will be able to watch this later. We are going to listen to Bink Sake. We are 100% going to. I was not going to pass that opportunity.
Oh, are we doing that tonight?
Bink Sake?
Yeah.
It's like a 2-minute song.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
It's fine. Yeah, there's a lot. We have 211 people in here right now. Thank you all so much.
And I will not crack any jokes now.
Excited about what comes next. Me too. Let's see. That was non-straw hats. I think he definitely read Treasure Island. I also think he looked up some very specific scientists. In recent, if you know the Lost Continent of the Pacific, then you would know what I'm referring to, and that's all I'm going to say on that.
I not only can't see the screen in the questions, but I have no idea what he's talking about.
I'm just going to say that. It was based on recent events. I love the different family dynamics between each straw hat pairing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Most
I love
definitely.
Zoro and Chopper specifically as like big bro, little bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, big bro, baby bro is specifically what it is. That's like having a 17-year-old and a 3-year-old, and they're brothers. That's cute.
I've asked this question once before, and I've forgotten the answer, so forgive me. But do we see Chopper turn into that gigantic monster again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun.
Monster Point.
Yeah, Monster Point. Yeah.
Ace said the next arc is my favorite of all time. I've been waiting for this for so long. I hope you like the ride.
What is
Fasten your seatbelt.
What is the next arc?
So then
Is it a bigger ride than Water 7 was?
Oh boy! So the next
Okay,
section
well,
of I'm going to say the next section of story we're going to, and I'll let everyone know this right now so that you all know. We're going to do a bunch of smaller videos probably because we're going to do Sabaody, and then it's Amazon Lily, then it's the arc that shall not be named for spoiler reasons, then it's Marineford. And
Amazon what?
Lily.
Amazon Lily.
Yep. And then the arc that shall not be named, and then Marineford. And we're going to do a video on each, and then we'll do a video probably post Marineford.
I take it that the arc that shall not be named is not the actual name of the arc.
You're right.
Okay.
Then and that is a massive interconnected section of story. That is a massively interconnected section of story, and I honestly think we should do a video for each one.
Well, and actually, it helps. I can't take the larger chunks. It's really hard for me to remember everything.
Oh yeah, I came up with another thing based on
What?
the Sonny's dock system.
Yeah.
It has like 5 different things, and then Frankie says, "Oh, I've left this in case we want to add something special to it."
Yeah,
and
there's
I went,
6, right?
"Yeah."
Yeah.
And I went, "Okay, knock on wood. I think I know what's going in there."
And it hasn't gone in yet? Really? Wow.
No Buggy. Is Buggy in this? Did we see Buggy? Next arc drops so many.
Buggy's great. Live action Buggy. Oh my goodness, do I love live action Buggy. He was fantastic.
I'm trying to catch up. Favorite villain? Would that be Crocodile? Who's your favorite villain so far?
Don't mock. Yeah, I was thinking. There's been a bunch of them. Yeah, I think Crocodile so far.
Crocodile?
Yeah. Crocodile was fun.
Woof.
What?
That is a hard question.
That is
a hard question to answer.
It was certainly
There's
is.
a lot of really good villains
It-
as the farther we get into One Piece.
It isn't Gecko Mariah. He was kind of a write-off. I think maybe Crocodile. Not only was Crocodile was kind of a fun character, but it was the first warlord that he picked off.
Yeah.
I mean, Gecko's number 2.
Crocodile is pretty.
You know.
He's a fan favorite.
I tell you what. The admiral that was after Robin is a great character. What was his name?
Oh, Aokiji.
Yeah, great
Aokiji.
character.
Yeah.
I like that character. I'm really hoping to see more of that character. He was a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stupid bike on the water. And I remember that from the Amazing World of One Piece.
Yeah,
I remember going, is that
yeah.
dude riding a bike on the water?
All right, let's zoom back down. Let's see. What did you think of Nami's... Wait, hold on. Laughs are really hard. Have you noticed that everyone has a different laugh? It's a kind of a consistent thing. People have different laughs, and it's like Perona's was horo 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 horo.
Oh, I find those annoying.
Yeah, kind of like hard to read.
Like
I think they
through
work,
the entire.
I think they work better in the anime because
Probably.
they're actually vocalized,
Probably.
and it's a little bit easier to pick up on that they're laughing instead of just making a weird noise. Because sometimes it comes across as like a weird noise when you're reading.
Yes,
if
yes,
you're reading.
yeah.
But
I'm highly annoyed by pretty much every time that shows up.
favorite outfits shown so far?
Favorite outfits?
I mean, for me, nothing beats anyone wearing a black cape. I'm actually disappointed I didn't have a black cape for Shanks today. Like,
Okay. So
anyone wearing a black cape
now
looks... I'm a sucker for capes. Though,
I wish I brought the books with me today, which I didn't. There is a cover art 2-page spread that's got the entire crew lined up in a variety of different costumes and the whole thing has a gangster feel to it.
So...
and Nami's sitting down in front, and they're all standing, and Frankie only dressed from the waist up.
There is a One Piece movie where they dress in suits.
Is there?
Yeah. Is it Strong World or Z? Someone will tell me in the chat because.
So, I think that scene, that big chapter cover art is probably the best costuming I've seen in it so far.
Right. And then I've been forgetting to read names. Lord Freezer. What do you think about Nami's friendship with the real Lola, not the zombie hog?
Oh, I thought it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It didn't surprise me at all that any of that happened. And you needed it to advance the story. It was a necessary plot point.
What is your favorite location/island so far that they've been to?
Believe it or not, Chopper's Island.
Drum?
Drum.
Yeah?
Yeah. Winter. I'm a winter fan. I am. Drum Island was fun.
I do too.
Drum Island, not only was Drum Island fun across the board, just everything, the artwork and the whole bit. That great scene of was it Luffy climbing up the wall?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just a fantastic scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Drum Island so far. Best island.
Drum Island's great. I don't have a favorite.
Well,
favorite location yet.
For as much as I like the Alabasta storyline, I didn't like the desert setting.
Okay, this one has been asked. Yes, Mira Tunatar, you've been asking this all stream. Yes, okay, I did see it, and thank you for reminding me at this point. What did you think about Usopp and Chopper eating pudding off the table with no plate?
I had forgotten all about that. Yeah, it was just a funny little gag. It was just a funny little gag. It was just a little sight gag to keep the levity in the middle of the story.
Yep.
I wouldn't do it personally,
Any theories?
Any theories? Like
any theories on anything to come? Any?
No.
Yeah, I think you've said this in a couple.
Well, because the
honestly, your best predictions come when you're just like, I would like to see more of this.
The genius of Oda. He's brilliant in his ability to take us down unexpected paths, left-hand turns in the middle of the story. I've long since given up trying to second guess where he's going. I used to try to do it.
Yeah.
And now I want to be taken for the ride.
Okay.
That is saying a lot. I will pick apart a movie in a split second.
Yeah. All our other movies.
Yeah, I will tell you the end
videos.
of the movie 10 minutes in. I have long since given up. I just want to go for the ride, and this is an illustrator and an author who can take me for a ride, and I can just go for it and enjoy it. So yeah, no theories at all. I just stopped trying.
I have a theory that we're going to find out what the One Piece is. That's about it.
Yeah. I think there would be a worldwide revolt if
he did mention the Enel cover story.
I did. I truly enjoyed it. The cover stories, I love the artwork. I love revisiting the familiar characters. I like seeing what they're doing, but I really haven't spent a lot of time trying to piece all the individual panels together to follow the entire story. That might be something to go back and do later.
Most hated villain, then?
Most hated villain.
It's Spandam. For what he did to Robin. It's Spandam. Easy. For me, that's easy.
I had forgotten about Spandam.
It's kind of pathetic, but
I had completely forgotten about Spandam.
you hate what he did to Robin, so.
Well, hated for what reason? I mean, for his cruelty, yes. For being completely uninteresting and just an uninteresting character, Gecko. He's a write-off.
So
he's a complete
write-off.
write-off.
I think a lot of the interesting things about Gecko get revealed post Thriller Bark. Like they're going away, and someone's like, "Oh, the curse has been lifted," and I believe, at least in mine, they mention that he fought Kaido, which I believe is the third emperor named, because we already knew Shanks and Whitebeard were emperors.
Right.
I think this is the arc where they name drop Kaido as another emperor of the sea. But it's done kind of quickly. And they mention that he fought Kaido. And that's kind of it.
Okay.
So...
Yeah,
but I think a lot of Moria's interesting... He's goofy.
He is.
He looks like a vegetable. Luffy calls him a leek the whole time. That's funny.
Well, yeah. Luffy does tend to pick a nickname right at the beginning and then just stick with it and run with it through the entire storyline.
Archangel, I'm going to wait until we get to a more appropriate section in the story to talk about that theory, because that's going to be fun.
Is that a potential spoiler?
It's not really a spoiler. It's just I can't explain the theory without talking about a character that hasn't shown up yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So it's a funny theory. It's very out there. What is the most handsome character so far?
The most handsome character?
Take your pick. Smoker, Shanks, any dude who's been through puberty. Let's be real. Zoro and Sanji still look like teenagers. Zoro gets way better looking later as they age.
Actually, the
Crocodile.
The police officer from Nami's town. The guy with the scar on his face comes to mind, and Smoker.
And that was Alexandre Morim. I keep forgetting to read names. I am so sorry.
He gets it from me, the name thing. It's a curse.
Roger, no, we have not watched... Have you watched the trailer for Season 2?
I have not. I have not at all. In fact, we should probably do a video where we watch it and react to it.
Yeah, probably. I have. I did before I went on one of Desness's live streams, where I was driving to a job the whole time.
Oh, nice!
On the phone, on the live stream, as I was driving to a job site. Ken Evans asks, favorite devil fruit so far?
Ooh. Wow, is this the type of stuff that Mama Peaches handled in her video?
We're kind of far enough into One Piece where you've got a good pool to select from.
Yeah. Okay, I think the funniest was the one that turned Kaku into a giraffe. I truly, that was hysterical. And that's a perfect example of the genius of Oda, doing something
and make
like
it
that.
work, make it a threat.
Yes, make it work. So
that might be it.
That might be it. That might be it right there.
I tell you what, I'm a basic bitch. I would choose Ace's fruit in a heartbeat, just because fire's cool.
If I had to choose one for myself, I would choose invisibility. I've always,
Okay.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
You know what company that lands you in.
Well, that's not why.
I know, but
that's not why. That's not why. In the first 30 years of my life, I was a bit of a wallflower.
Yeah.
And that's changed since then. But
meme theory. Strong World. It is Strong World. Okay, so it's One Piece Strong World.
What is one?
The movie that I mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Where they do that. Oh man, this scroll feature is awful right now.
I'm taking notes on everything.
Strong World, Black K. What do you think of the Vivicard reveal explanation? And I'm gonna tie this in. That was Dancing Viru, and then I just saw another one. What was your reaction to seeing the one Luffy had? I can't find that one.
Well, the first time it was introduced, when it was given, it was kind of given and then it just disappeared. And you always know he has it in his hat.
Yeah.
I haven't forgotten. I never forgot he had it in his hat, but there was nothing behind it.
Yeah.
What do I think of the introduction of it? I think it's really cool, but in a limited sense, now we have to see how it plays out in the future. The concept is fantastic, but how is it going to be utilized? And so I'm kind of reserving judgment until we find out how it affects the storyline.
Okay.
Although, that's kind of cool. I wonder if does Luffy go to save?
Okay, we are behind on. Let's go. I'm skipping back to live chat to answer questions.
Does he go back to save Ace because the paper gets in even worse shape?
It's so hard when he's so right. Anyway,
it just occurred to me that's the cue, because he was saying, like, if I go back and I rescue him, he's just going to chew me out. He's fine, but does that paper get so bad that he says, I've got to go save him?
Moki Toki with £2.
Thanks for the question, because thanks.
I don't know denominations.
Thanks
Love the Garp fit.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It will get better.
It will get better.
Mama Peaches let me know I had the wrong color tie. My shirt wasn't dark enough, and but yeah, it will get better.
D20 Attack Rolls. That's a great name. With a 10 says, "Happy Halloween, gentlemen. Thank you for live streaming tonight for us lonely folk."
For us, what?
Lonely folk. The timing with Thriller Bark is perfect. Love the costumes. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you very much.
I was not going to pass up on the opportunity for the Thriller Bark Halloween live stream.
So, well, I pitched this to Noah, back... Well, actually, the first time I pitched it to him, he said no. He said no. He shot it down. I had to pitch it a second time weeks later.
I said we should do Thriller Bark as like a Halloween video, and I don't remember you suggesting Thriller Bark as a Halloween live. I think you said something about streaming on Halloween, and I just didn't know what we would stream. But then Thriller Bar came up. Gelato Punch 34. That is also a great name. With
Gelato
2.
Punch.
Love that. Damn you for being right like this multiple times.
Okay, if someone hadn't asked the question, I never would have thought of that. But that's
I mean that's what, when you get asked certain questions. So apparently the fits work. This will be recurring.
Yes, it will.
Especially considering he has a grandson on the way. I have a son on the way that I have been waiting to be able to put in a Luffy outfit and carry around as Shanks. And then maybe one day as Shanks, and maybe as Dragon as well.
Yeah, you gotta do Dragon.
Well, when he gets a little bit like toddler age, it's gonna be cuter to have a Shanks and a Luffy, and then doing this at convention nonstop.
Oh yeah, that would be good. Now I can appreciate that a little bit better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But like we are so excited to be grandparents. We are so excited to be and the excitement that I have is nothing compared to Mama Peaches. She is just on cloud 9.
Ace, that is the plan. I'm responding to a comment. Ace, that is one of those. The first option in that is the plan for next year, and I just need to wait for him to get through the next arc so I can reveal my plan for next year. Anyway.
And I don't mind being in the dark. I really don't.
Can the official fan base name of us be the Lonely Folks? I was gonna call you fam, but that's.
Dora, upstairs. Go upstairs.
He stopped reading when Cammy appeared. That is 100%.
Well, let's just take a vote. Everybody can decide.
We'll put up a poll later.
But if you want to make me eat crow for the remainder of our One Piece run, that would be the way to do it.
Oh, that'd be so funny. Happy Halloween from Spain. Perfect arc for a Halloween stream. That was the plan. Firecracker, appreciate it.
Spain, are you 8 hours ahead of us? Is this is
Like midnight?
Is this 15:3 in the morning for you? Holy smokes! Thank you,
There's
man.
a lot. There's a lot.
Thank you.
New Guy Roy asked, out of the themes handled in the series up to now, which do you feel has been handled the best?
Okay. Thematically, I rarely Studio Dog is here and slobbering on me.
Yeah,
Ooh,
two.
yuck.
Two slots.
No,
Two
that's
studio
okay.
dogs. As long as they don't knock over the camera, we're good.
To be totally honest with you, I don't deal a lot with theme in reading One Piece. I don't think about it.
I think you'll pick up on it when you go through it a second time.
Yeah, I probably will. There's so much going on.
So out of the ideas I've presented, the concepts, which one has been your favorite?
Holy cow.
Hi, dog.
Probably the most interesting thing that continues and it builds, but it also changes and grows and develops is the teamwork of the crew, of the people involved. I think that is the most interesting thing to watch them grow, to watch, when you're looking at themes of loyalty, theme, the family element to it, as they grow and as they change, and as they adapt to one another. And
Oh, jeez. Oh, no, where's the other one? There's the
other one. Two studio dogs.
We have two studio dogs down here.
Yeah, that's probably that would probably be it.
Okay. That's good. Being roasted as a fan name is new. Should put it to a vote? Yeah. Grandpa Pork official when? Roger.
Grandpa Pork. Grandpa Pork. Y'all got to decide what you're gonna call me because there's been several things.
He ran right under the tripod. That was
yeah.
Are you going to use One Piece in school? I'm assuming you're an English teacher.
Here's an interesting thing. As I've gone back to school, I'm taking a creative writing class, and my creative writing instructor asked us what were we reading because we've moved from nonfiction to fiction. And I had to admit to the entire class, I have read a tremendous amount of literature to the point where I've just stopped, and I'm really more interested in history now. But I told everybody I'm reading One Piece, and of course all the young people in the class knew what it was. But then I said, I'm about 500 chapters in, and jaws hit the floor, including my professor. And I'm like, hey, there's only like 1,300 in the series, so I'm not even halfway. And none of them in the class know about our channel. None of them know about any of this. We've asked the question, who's going to start teaching this? I probably will bring it into the classroom a little bit.
Okay.
And I'll bring it in for a couple of different reasons. If you're just looking at one of the problems of teaching literature and in teaching writing is that if you haven't captured your students' attention, you're never going to get them to buy into it.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I give my students so much freedom in choosing their own topics to write about. Because if they're not interested in the topic, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
And then trying to sell them on a novel, trying to sell them on reading something. Most people don't read because they haven't found something they're interested in yet. So this challenged me 30 years ago when some professors hit me with the idea of graphic novels as being a legitimate reading choice. And, early on when I was much younger, I was like, no, that's not reading, that's not school, that's not literature. Now I'm like, are you reading?
Are you reading?
Can you learn theme? Can you see character development? Let's take a look at this and let's entertain it. So if I can use One Piece to get a non-reader to read, I'm on it. I am all over it. I am going to encourage it. And then also, you have students in class. The students who give me artwork. One of my karate students did it like 2 weeks ago. He drew a picture and gave it to me. If I can use one piece to encourage students with an artistic bent to draw a cartoon and then do dialogue in it, why wouldn't I? It's just, I'm moving beyond some of my early, very traditional approaches to education, and I'm moving into what works. What works?
Yeah, what works?
And then as your students get to know you, someone's going to figure out this channel. One of my students will Google my name, and then it will take off from there.
Yeah.
And, so I have to really watch my language.
It is 1 a.m. in Spain.
1 a.m. in Spain.
By the way.
Thank you for staying up and
Chile,
watching us.
UK, SEA, Southeast Asia.
That's right. Why was I thinking 8 hours? UK is only 6 hours ahead of us? Yeah, 6.
And then,
I'm out of practice. I'm so out of practice.
Excited for... first, Mick Q with 5. Happy Halloween from Ireland. When is the book coming out of your notes about One Piece? I hope you've been keeping that. I have not deleted any from the drive.
Don't delete any from the drive.
I want to print them out.
I might be missing one. I'm not entirely certain, but it's interesting you should ask that, because in putting together this, now sometimes my notes are handwritten, but it's a much more labor-intensive process to do that. I found a new way of doing notes in here that's highly reproducible, and I don't know if you would enjoy them, to be totally honest with you. They make sense to me, but they wouldn't necessarily make sense to everybody else.
Well, I think by the end of it, we'll probably put together.
A something.
Notebook. I'll just scan it all and put it up.
I mean, I'm not hiding anything. It's a tool for me more than anything.
Scrub. Oh, first off, Ken Evans excited for Brooke to add the grandpa dynamic to the crew.
Yeah, it's interesting you would call it that, but yes, he does add that. When we're talking family roles, he is the grandpa element to the crew. And what's great is he's got the built-in dad jokes. He's got the grandpa jokes. Yeah. All he needs to do is pull my finger, and he is the perfect grandfather.
He does do a pull your
does he
do
a pull my finger?
I think he does do a pull my finger joke later.
Yeah, because he's full of those bad jokes. He's great.
Scrub asks, any book recommendations for people who love One Piece? Just one, maybe.
Book recommendation?
Book recommendations.
Any book? Wow, there's so many good ones. I tell you what, if you haven't read Treasure Island, read Treasure Island. Long John Silver is one of the most interesting characters in literature, and in that book, it's on the English canon of books that you probably should read, but it's deceptively easy.
It's really good.
But it's a real good book, and I absolutely love the ambiguity of Long John Silver's character. I mean,
there's a character named Captain John, in One Piece.
Is there?
Actually, you met him. He's one of the zombies.
Oh my goodness!
I think he's the zombie drinking. It's supposed to be. Okay. It's supposed to be Long John Silver.
Yeah, that would make sense. But Long John Silver is so much more than a pirate drinking.
No, you're right. You're right.
In fact, if I remember correctly,
I don't think Oda would try to
Long John Silver stays sober in Treasure Island. He doesn't drink when everybody else is, because he so believes in keeping your wits about you. So, I mean, just off the top of my head, that I love the Count of Monte Cristo, and now
Count of Monte Cristo is an all-time great.
But I finally got a copy of the unabridged version of the Count of Monte Cristo. It is such an amazing story when you read the unabridged version. It really is. So that there's two for you off the top of my head.
Oh man.
For Pulp Fiction, Stephen King's The Stand, unabridged.
He did do his top 3, and my dogs are going crazy.
Yes, they are.
His favorite, and then you said Frankie and Usopp were your other top two Straw Hats?
Yeah, I did Robin, Frankie, and Usopp.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I
I believe that's what I said.
He'll teach One Piece, then publish and sell the cliff notes to it. That was Mom. That was Mom who said it. Favorite pirate crew other than the Straw Hats so far? Man, we haven't really met a lot so far. They're mostly just the bad guys.
Yeah, they are. They're we really don't get a
We're about
tremendous
to meet.
amount.
You're coming close to meeting a bunch of other non-villain.
Okay, so I like, is it Whitebeard that Shanks sits down with and talks? I like his crew. I like the fact that you know Shanks's people were getting lightheaded and passing out, and Whitebeard's crew was like, yeah, you're not ready to walk up to him, or yeah, that happens to everybody. I mean,
that was some of Whitebeard's crew.
Oh, was that some of Whitebeard's crew? I found that amusing. Yeah. I mean, I really did. The casualness of it, but the battle before Long Ring Long Land. Where we met Afro Luffy.
Oh, that was Long Ring, and that was Foxy.
Was that Foxy?
Yeah.
Silver Foxy or Foxy Silver? One of the two.
Something like that.
Okay, his crew was fun.
That was funny.
That was fun. That whole thing was fun. It would have to be them. I think it would be them, actually.
Q-Tip in HDTV.
There. All right.
I will never get tired
of reading
names
people's names
on the internet.
Gotcha.
What's your current read on Kuma's character and motives?
Oh, yeah.
I told you once, and the extent of it was you will like Kuma.
That's what you
said.
said.
You will like how Kuma is written in the future, and that is all I have said about it.
And I think the comment I made to you is now once again we have a further development and expansion of the idea of these theories of justice of every major character, even a couple of minor ones. Smoker has it, Kiji has it, Kuma has it. This idea of what is justice and what do I have to do? I can follow my orders, or am I powerful enough to disregard my orders? And in Smoker's directions to Tashigi, which is, you know, she's got to figure that out for herself. So that was the first thing that I noticed, and I've got to figure out how much of humanity is in Kuma and how much of Kuma is just a robot. Because if he's just a mindless robot, then he kills people and he leaves. But clearly he's not. So I think it's too early to know. But it struck me as we're going to get an expansion of this concept of what is justice, and Kuma represented that.
I did, Roger. I did. I've got a lot of other comments to get through too. First off, new guy. Yes, me too. Ian, no, not at this point in the story. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to scan it. They're all blurring together now. Afro Rayvel, I love Rayvel. Whenever Rayvel comments, Afro Luffy would have beaten Moria in round 1 TKO. And I love that at the beginning you think he's playing into the gag of that was something I completely forgot about with Brook, is that Ryuma is threatening to cut off his afro.
Oh, that was hysterical.
Well, it was hysterical, and then you realize that Brook is like, no, don't cut it. It's not a joke of like, oh, I've got hair and I like afros because they're cool. That's his lifeline to Laboon.
Yes,
that's how Laboon is going to That's how he thinks Laboon is going to recognize him.
Yes.
That he turned something from a gag into kind of like a
Yes,
in like 2 seconds.
And he says, Ryuma says, that's your weakness. Like that's your Achilles. Yeah.
Shanks and Garp sitting together in a room. If only Luffy can see this. Well, I had half the stuff for a Shanks cosplay, so. Oh man.
I had to get the suit. But you know what was really interesting making the beard gray? It's how white my beard was on my chin already. That got gray quickly.
What would Mira says? What would you want to be? One of the 7 warlords, an admiral, or just a pirate?
Me?
Yeah. I mean, a pirate's life is hard, but I mean, it sounds like the most fun. So.
One of the admirals.
Yeah.
Well, I like the idea of service, and I like the idea of service and responsibility.
Okay.
And I've tried to teach my children to live up to their responsibilities.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm really enjoying the freedom that these admirals are exercising in making decisions on the spot, decisions that go maybe against their orders or go against what the world government wants them to do or Navy headquarters wants them to do.
So you're interested in their characters doing their own little quiet rebellion almost?
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to decide. I'm still trying to decide if this is rebellion or if this is just their sense of justice.
It's a bit of both.
Right. But I mean, yeah, being able to chart your own course like that and having the power to do it, yeah, I like it.
I mean, it does imply that you have a certain level of power if you are an admiral.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Because you kind of have to have a certain level of power
okay,
to get to that point. Oh,
so,
boy, this started popping up.
Okay, Rear Admiral Holland went out to sea with us, a 2-star admiral. We go out to sea, and I watched a veteran submarine commander who commanded a battle group go out to sea, and I watched how he handled the officers and how he did the training, and I watched how he talked to the enlisted people. And I'm going to tell you what, I would have gone to war under that man's command. He had it. I mean, he just exuded it, and he was one of the kindest people I've met, and he was so nice to us. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Q-Tip asks, how do you feel about Sanji keeping Zoro's sacrifice a secret?
I'm wondering if he will. That's my honest will he.
Ken, yes, we are going to watch the Ryuma backstory. No, Roger, I am not ashamed of you. I'm answering other questions. I'm answering other questions. You get me. You come to my streams on my own channel and ask me stuff all the time. I'm answering other questions. New guy. You want a cool Logia Devil Fruit? Would you? Actually, that's. We kind of already. You said you would want the invisibility.
I think the power of invisibility is something that This goes. That question goes all the way back.
Makes sense. So basically, Garp. You want to be Garp.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why not? You know what? Yeah.
Coleman. Someone.
Okay.
Coleman says he's
I'll just say something. This felt good to put on.
Yeah.
And I just took a look in the mirror and I said, "Yeah, I kind of like this." Yeah, it did. Yes, I'll take it. Yeah.
You see why people cosplay now?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait till we go to an anime convention, which, yes, one of the end goals is to go to an anime, get him in cosplay at an anime convention or a Comic-Con out on the floor.
Yeah, it
should be coming next year.
Although, there is one that we absolutely have to do, and you said that if I would do it with you, you would do it.
His marine coat would say Dad Justice.
No, your original idea for a Comic-Con that you pitched to me was Daredevil and Stick.
Yeah, but that was years ago.
I know, but I would still love to do it.
Vlum, are you open to reading other Japanese comic series?
Yes, but not while doing One Piece.
Yes.
We've actually we had that question before.
We put this on hold for Death Note a while back because we did cover Death Note.
We did
a couple of years ago, and it kind of put this on hold.
Yeah.
So, but there's a few that.
But one thing that we're doing simultaneously that we will continue to do is the Studio Ghibli movies.
Yes, and that's a lot of fun.
That and doing that, so
that's also a lot easier because you just sit down, you watch a movie, and then we talk about it.
Right.
It's easier to fit in, which we have a couple coming. We actually have Kiki's Delivery Service coming in like 2 weeks.
Delightful movie.
It was a fun movie.
Yeah.
And we did Totoro.
There's a girl who sits in
Yeah,
front of
that's
me in
horrible.
class who wears a Totoro jacket. So,
Oh, that's
yeah.
awesome. New guy said, we've seen absolute justice in Ohara, lazy justice with Aokiji. What would be your justice?
Graceful justice. Graceful
That's
justice.
a good answer. That's a good answer. That is a good answer.
Grace is really important, and you can.
There's a
You
there's
can-
a there's a Navy character I will say that's coming up. You will like a lot.
Okay.
And it's a bit of a ways, but there's a certain one. There's a certain purple one that's coming. I think you will like a lot.
There is. It took me a long time to learn this. There is an art to holding people accountable without destroying their spirit.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be the best way to describe it. Off the top of my head. That's a great question.
In the new SBS, a 6-year-old suggested a new devil fruit, the Crunch Crunch fruit. If you were to give Oda a fruit to add, what would it be? That was Gelato asking that.
If I were to give, I haven't seen all of them, so I'm almost afraid to answer because it might be something
Might be
that comes
something that
up.
comes later.
Well, and some of these are just absurd. Like when I saw the pawpaw fruit, I'm still like, what the heck does this do? And of course, I hear pawpaw, and I'm thinking of Baloo the bear.
Yeah.
You know, so, oh wow, pawpaw fruit or a devil fruit, an ability. I tell you what, the big thing that I struggle with all the devil fruits, you basically
You need to clip
no,
graceful justice, by the way. I need that clipped.
Okay.
We're gonna need to clip that.
what is worth giving up the ability to swim for?
That is a good question.
And my short answer to that is nothing. And that might be a disappointing answer, and it's not a cop out by any means. But
There's a lot of people in One Piece who don't have devil fruits. There's a lot of people, and there's a lot of powerful people in One Piece that don't have devil fruits.
Yeah.
Garp
yeah.
doesn't have it. Yeah, so
Yeah,
it's not
so-
a bad answer. It's not a bad answer.
Do we ever see or learn of devil fruit users who fall into the ocean and die? Because it's the constant threat, but it
honestly don't.
never seems to.
What'd you think of Kuma's first? Like he shows up and he asks Perona, "Where would you like to go on vacation?" Like being his first thing. What do you think of that?
Is that what he asked?
Yeah. Or where would you like to go? It's something along the lines of where would you, if you had a dream vacation, where would you go?
He does ask that, doesn't it?
Yeah, basically.
It was odd. It was odd. It was unexpected, but it also didn't go anywhere. So it's
Q-tip,
kind of,
yep, that is, yep.
it's a toss-off line. It really is. It's just
Scrub asks, what was the most evil act in the series you think was done so far?
the
I
most
believe that.
evil act. Everything Spandam did. Especially everything Spandam did to Robin on the bridge. It was mercilessly, pointlessly cruel.
Yes.
That's the first one that comes to mind.
Yep. Would do anything for the convenience of Kingdom Monster. Okay.
What was that?
It's a spoiler.
Oh, okay.
Ish, not
yeah,
really.
yeah, all right. How to keep two people entertained at the same time. These questions, the ones he can ask me and the ones he can't.
It happened once. A filler character Nami kicked in as they went up Reverse Mountain. Oh yeah, that's right. That did happen in filler. It's an anime filler scene. She kicks a Devil Fruit user into the river as they go up the mountain, all the way back at the beginning.
Ooh, wow! Was she trying to do that? That's pretty ruthless for Nami.
Yeah,
That's cutthroat.
Nasty Ninja, Nasty Ninja. You're also a regular in our comment section. If you were to go on a trip, where would you want to go?
Real life or One Piece world? You're gonna
Why not both?
You're gonna hate my answer for the real life one. Because it's not a destination. Anywhere Mama Peaches wants to go. I just love spending time with her. I know that she's got a lot of vacation destinations she wants to hit, and if I'm by her side, I'm going to be happy. That's it. I'd like to see Ireland. I'd like to see Scotland. I know that Mama Peaches wants to do Greece and Egypt. I would love to go explore the One Piece statues in Japan.
That is on the bucket list of videos for the
do.
channel.
Yeah.
I might hit up, if they're still there, I might go hit up Megan and Ben, or Ben to give us a tour while we're there or something.
I'll tell you
they live there.
One thing.
They make content on there.
Yeah, that's pretty
They're
cool.
pretty good at it.
I lived in Antarctica for a year. I can't think of a place to go in the world that would top that. I do want to get north of the Arctic Circle. That's a bucket. That's my one bucket list item. I don't care where in the world I get north of the Arctic Circle. I just want to get north of the Arctic Circle, so I will have been on both ends.
That's
right.
A good one.
If I get to Egypt, I will have circumnavigated the globe, or as close enough to be.
I've gone. Afghanistan is the farthest from our position. It's the farthest east I've gone.
Okay.
And Australia is the farthest west I've gone from our position.
Gotcha.
So
if you were to ask me where would I want to go in the One Piece world,
I'd have to go all the way back to the Middle East from the other direction.
From the other
to do a
direction,
circumnavigation.
I wouldn't. The One Piece world is dangerous. There isn't a pleasant place in it. I wouldn't. Rogue Town, however you want
That's
to
the
call
pirate
it.
town. Like,
Yeah,
pirates
I know,
are.
but that just seemed like the least threatening of all the places they've been.
Somehow.
Yes.
Luffy almost got executed there.
It doesn't matter how I look at it.
Good answer. I live in Hawaii. I've been to San Fran, Vegas, and Philadelphia. I've been in Vegas. I don't know if I've been to San Fran. I've never been to Philly.
I've been to San Fran. I've been to San Fran. I spent a week in San Francisco, and it was. I saw a lot of cool things.
Water 7 is nice, minus the big yearly tidal wave. I'd go to Water 7.
No. Too city.
Is Luffy and Usopp's reaction to Nami giving away treasure a great gag, or just them being haters?
They don't seem to hold on to treasure for a particularly long time.
No, they really
don't.
They really don't. I think Luffy and Usopp are just a gag as a whole. Anytime they're doing anything together, it's just a gag. I bring up redheads in one of Noah's streams and he puts on a reg wig. BRB. Yes, Roger. I had this planned for months though.
You know, Luffy and Usopp, I was about to say they're the Abbott and Costello of the crew, but they're really the Costello and Costello of the crew. There's no straight man. There's just two
It's just
jokers.
Curly and Curly and Curly.
Exactly. It's Curly and Shemp working together.
Yes.
That's what it is.
QT, he doesn't have any theory do you have any predictions for upcoming? You said you didn't have a lot.
No. So. Someone asked me earlier theories about what was going to happen, and no. I'm truly enjoying just going for the ride.
Archipelago is your favorite and one, but yeah, that's a good one. Nami is giving away treasure. Hell must be freezing over.
The Cubs did win the World Series once here just recently.
Yeah. The log pose is still set for Fishman Island, in case it slipped your mind.
No, actually, it didn't slip my mind because You know, it's easy to
Is
forget
Nami
that,
Mo?
that
Does that make Nami Mo
does it make
in this analogy? Is Nami
yes
the straight man in this
yes
analogy?
it does. Yes it does. That's brilliant. Who said that?
Nasty.
That was
Ninja said
fantastic.
it.
Yes, that
It
does.
is Nami,
yes.
and Nami's usually
yes.
the straight man. I take
All
it.
we need for Oda to do before this ends is to have Nami walk up to Luffy once and go boink.
I think she does.
Does she?
I don't know.
It'd be great. I did not forget that that's what they're going.
Do you have any ideas on how to defeat the Logia type users? The ones like Smoker and Enel and Aokiji. The ones who can become an element. So, like, remember, he couldn't really hurt Smoker.
I'm thinking you defeat Smoker with a really, really big fan. Yeah, well, it's interesting. How far can you disperse him
Before
he cannot come back together? Someone
That's
can
a good question.
turn it into water. You get a big mop.
Let's phrase it a different way then. Instead of predictions, what do you want to see coming up? That's a good way of putting it. Not a prediction, but what would you like to see?
Wow. I understand that we're going to meet a fan favorite, which is number 2 from the Assassins team. The guy
Vaughn?
Bon Clay. I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Okay.
I'm really looking forward to seeing him.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked that character's turn at the end of that arc.
Okay.
I want to see more of him. As difficult as he is to look at, I want to see more of the character.
Okay.
I don't know how we're going to see him. I don't know how we're going to get to him, but that will be interesting. What do I want to see happen? Gosh, I like the characters that are less silly and less goofy. It's one of the reasons why Robin's character I like so much.
It's kind of refreshing.
It's kind of refreshing. So I would like to see more characters like that. But more than anything, I want to continue to be surprised without anything getting stale. That's what I want. Yeah.
Okay.
No repetition. I don't care which direction he goes as long as there's minimal repetition.
Miss All Sundays says, if you asked Oda how far can you disperse Smoker, he'd be like, at first Smoker was able to separate 2,000 smokes, but currently...
Yes, you are correct. That is exactly what he would do. That is a question corner answer. Brilliant. Well done.
Oh man, let's Goofy.
Smokes.
Oh well, yeah, it's true. Oda likes drawing Goofy.
Yes,
so
he does.
He does.
Yes,
and
he
it's
does.
fun.
Yes, it is.
Mira says, your costumes are truly magnificent. It's an absolute privilege to see someone who engages with this subject so deeply. Thank you so much for that, and have fun with the next arc. I know you will.
Thank you. This has been in many ways a life-changing adventure. I mean, Noah and I get to share things together that I never saw coming. If you'd asked me a few years ago we'd be doing this, even when we started this channel, I would have told you were crazy. Me, cosplay, really? I never thought I would have done that. But I've been introduced, I've said this before, I've been introduced to something I otherwise would not have ever tried. It's been wonderful. It's been eye-opening. It's been educational. And you people, all of you, I'm just, what a delight to meet so many people.
We did touch on the Usopp's fight with Soga King helping in when he needed it. It was good.
I want to see more Soga King. I really do.
JLCR said, I'm in a night bus and the fan to beat Smoker made me laugh so loud I woke up several people.
My job is done here.
Speaking of SBS, what's your SBS question to Oda?
I don't have one yet. I've wondered that
You've
as
wondered it?
I've read that. What question would I answer? And I think I probably wouldn't ask a question because his answers are usually so whimsical.
Yeah.
I don't know that it would be worth writing one.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, he gives a straight answer and says he really appreciates a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Roger. That is probably the worst streamer around. It's my channel, my personal channel.
Gotcha.
Although there's another streamer, and his name is Jonah. And you might put him up in that conversation as well. You've semi-auto Euro. You've admitted to be getting more into history. Are you drawing any historical comparisons between events in One Piece to actual real-world ones?
No. Short answer. I haven't been reading that deeply into it, and I'm enjoying history, but I'm not reading chronological histories of civilizations or countries or nations or anything like that. I absolutely love presidential histories and books like the Haldeman book, H.R. Haldeman, who worked for Nixon. When you read the books of the aides who worked for the presidents, as well as the presidential memoirs, I am fascinated by the Catholic papacy. I'll devour anything on the papacy that I can get my hands on. So I'm not looking. I'm not in any way a traditional historian, but I mean, books just got repetitious.
Yeah.
I needed something different.
Dancing Viru said this has definitely been a treat for us lonely folk.
God, I'm never going to live that down.
You never are.
Right. Well, I have a lifelong history of sticking my foot in my mouth. Proof of that is going to arrive in 2 months. And
yes, Q-Tip, he did see the SBS. He actually pointed it out earlier in the stream. He has it printed out in his notes, the detailing of the inside of the Sunny.
Oh yeah, there's like 3 or 4 pages of it. It's fantastic.
If there's a dark dark leader. I can't read your name. Anyway, dark something. If there's a character in the story you'd like to sit down and have a chat with, who and what would you ask?
Wow. Holy smokes. Who and what would I ask? Wow. You kind of stumped me with that one. Who would I want to sit down and talk to? Shanks.
Yeah.
I would like to sit down and have a drink with Shanks without his crew around. And based on everything that we've learned about Shanks, I'd like to know when he realized that sometimes the best way to win a fight is not to fight.
Mm-hmm.
That would be it. How did he learn that lesson?
I forget, did Oda say that one of the Straw Hats would die, or was that like he alluded that he had considered it? I honestly don't remember. So the question is, which Straw Hat will die? I don't remember ever seeing a definite on that, though.
I haven't even met all the Straw Hats yet, so I really can't answer that.
Well, we already know one that has. Yo! That's Brooke's laugh.
Oh,
it's Brooke because he's already dead.
But I'm bummed. If you're taking it seriously, I don't know yet.
So far this is Miss All Sundays.
So who do we get? We get Whale Guy next. Is that that the last crew member?
That is the last crew member.
The Whale Guy.
Okay. That is the last one. Yep.
I think that might be a little disappointing when we finally get the last crew member, and then the bird. We need the bird.
So far in OP, we'll get to that in a second. Miss All Sunday said, stop chatting, I need to read a question. So far in OP, you've had zombies, secret agents, giants, etc., etc. Is there any genre or trope you would like to see in the One Piece world?
the very first word that came to mind was superheroes, but the devil fruit users kind of are. So
there are some like pseudo superheroes.
are there? Yeah, that would be the next thing to see. Superman versus Luffy.
All right. Epicer Dude with a 10 says, "Been loving your dad's journey. Love the costumes. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it."
Thank you very much.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
very much.
Thank you so much. The movies, yeah, we'll probably touch on the movies at some point.
I've been reading more and more about them. They've been popping up in the question corners the deeper I go into this, and so it seems to me that we need to look at those at one point.
Have you noticed that there are some characters that we don't get the full name of off the bat? Like when we don't get a character's full name?
I haven't noticed that.
Okay. There are some that we get not their full name. We didn't get Garp's full name when we met him. Obviously, it would have been a spoiler.
Well, yeah.
But it was just Vice Admiral Garp. There's a few.
Yeah, but Vice Admiral Garp, he gets a title. Do you need to know? Like I talked about Rear Admiral Holland. I have no idea what his first name is.
Yes, the year before Going Mary died at Jump Fest, Oda said next year a Straw Hat will die. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
I did not know that. Q-Tip says, "Whale guy, he's the fucking goat, bro. You gotta trust us."
I was just about to say someone's going whale hunting. That was about to leave my mouth when you started talking. And I haven't even met him yet. I'm killing him off.
Movie 4 and 6 when? Probably when he's caught up. Probably. We'll watch a lot of them.
I will go back and redo the anime on this.
The dynamic of Zoro being a power swordsman and Brook being a dex swordsman. That's amazing. It's more of that's a D&D joke.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Ish. It's like an RPG joke.
Okay.
Zoro buffed his strength stat and Brook did. I liked Brook running on the water.
Yes, I did. I enjoyed that.
It was really fun.
Yes. And the crew was all going like, he's running on the water. Yeah, that was fun.
Because he's light, because he's all bones.
Yes.
Yes. It has been 3 hours since we did this.
I am parched.
But I think...
Thank you. All jokes aside, in the crew name now that everybody's going to never let me forget, all jokes aside, I am absolutely amazed. I am touched. I am grateful. Thank you for following us and this journey, and thank you for watching tonight.
We are going to, before we sign off, we are going to do the Bink Sake as promised, and Irrevenant with 20...
Oh my goodness.
Said, "Dude, your dad is an awesome dad. My dad passed away and it warms my heart to see you guys bond over what I believe to be the greatest story ever told. Thanks so much, Nakama."
Guys can't do this to me on camera. It's comments like that from the very, very beginning that made me sign every comment, Dad. I get it. I lost mine. And I never could have shared this with my dad. It is just not... It never would have happened. He would have politely listened to me describe it, and then that would have been it. It's one of the reasons why I picked up the book and I read it. Our parents are amazing in that they not only teach us good ways of living life, but through behavior they teach us what not to do. And that was one of the things that I learned. And yeah,
I'm gonna make that a sticker for live chats.
What
is gifs of mini cartoon chibi versions of us tearing hearts out, and
throwing it down,
and then just light going.
Oh,
bah, 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 bah.
Golly,
We're gonna need it.
You guys,
we're gonna need that for
you kill me sometimes with these things.
Situations like this. I'm gonna go get some stuff commissioned. It's gonna be great.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
This is gonna sound awful to you guys, most likely, but we are going to play.
Bink's Brew?
The Japanese version of Bink's Sake.
Bink's Sake.
Bink's Sake, and I hope... I'm going to try to figure out if this is if Brooke is singing it.
piano's perfect.
Oh no, I got the crew. I got the crew. Sorry if this sounds awful.
Catchy tune.
It's a catchy tune. So there's a little bit of the Japanese. I will play it
Okay.
in English so that he actually gets the lyrics.
Thank you, because I had no idea what to expect music-wise, but that piano has that tinny sound that you expect for a slightly out-of-tune piano in a bar
Yep.
hall,
Yep.
beer hall.
All right, and then let's do English version. If they don't want to slap an ad on the front of this. Fun fact, we've had this song in a lot of our videos because when Dez made his backing One Piece theme
Right.
backing tracks, Binks Sake is one of them. It's
Is
been
it?
in our videos for a few months now.
And I didn't know it.
Nope, you had no idea.
No.
Let's see if this is...
If this is the song you're playing, we can all sing along.
Is this from you? He did freak out about, or not freak out. He found the wings funny.
The wings. God.
I do not have lyrics on screen to post.
Gather up all of the crew, it's time to ship our Binks' brew. Sea wind blows to where who knows the waves will be our guide. Or across the ocean's tide, rays of sunshine far and wide. Birds they sing of cheerful things and
Circles passing by. To Weaver's town, say so long to port renown. Sing a song, it won't be long before we're casting off. Across the gold and silver seas, the salty spray puts us at ease. Day and nights to our delights, the voyage never ends. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
That's catchy.
Isn't it?
That's good. I like it.
And they can play it emotionally.
Oh,
happy,
yeah, you
a
can go anything with
celebration.
it,
You can
yep.
do anything with it.
What Brooke can't do is play the violin and the piano at the same time. To ship the Binks' brew, pirates we eternally, the challenge of the sea. Spins our beds, heist and high, upon the mast a jolly Roger flies.
somewhere in the endless sky, stormy winds are blowing high. Waves are dancing, evening comes, it's time to
It's
sound
good.
the
It's a catchy song. I like it.
steady men and never fear. Tomorrow's skies are always clear, so pound your feet and clap your hands till sunny days return.
So, I mean,
good.
it's a
I like
4-minute
it.
song.
Yep.
And this is where, if you start looking at the lyrics, and I would say look at the English lyrics.
I will go
in
back and
depth,
reread them.
or find them printed out, because there's a lot where people are like, this sounds like like cluing in on where the story is heading. Yep.
Well, that's interesting because not only then, I mean, I would love to be. I wish I could read it in Japanese because that's a hard thing to
This wig is killing me.
translate. Yeah, I was wondering. I've been
made
waiting.
it that point.
I've been waiting.
To that point.
I've been
I've
waiting.
made it to that point. We're at the end anyway.
All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in and sharing this journey with us tonight. It is a tremendous amount of fun. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for your good humor. And Now it's gonna take time to get the next arc down.
Yep.
I guess we're doing Sabaody.
Sabaody, however it's pronounced.
Whatever it is. I don't know. I've never seen it. All I know is we're going to Fishman Island, and apparently it's underwater.
Fishman Island is underwater, yeah.
So
So fishermen live, yeah.
All right, that's going to be interesting to see how they do that.
Yep.
Submarine fish? Are they going to leave the Thousand Sunny and go underwater in a submarine
Oh,
fish?
you're going to find out. It's going to be fun.
Okay.
You're going to enjoy how they get down there.
All right. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Thank you all genuinely so much for coming and hanging out with us on Halloween night for this Thriller Bark and just fun chatting live stream. Thank you to everyone.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. And we'll hit that one.